Hi, you're on KGB.
I wanted to say thank you to Dave, Dave Shelley and Chainsaw.
What for, sir?
When I was in Iraq, we had some really tough days. Tough days. We lost over 3/4 of our company. So I was looking for something comforting like home. And I turned on 101.5 KGB on the internet. So just listening to them was like bringing me home.
Well, that's the highest compliment we can get, sir. What is your name?
My name's Vic.
How you doing, Vic?
I'm doing fine, sir.
How are you physically? How are you mentally?
Doing okay. Been back a while. Got some help. Talked to friends. So, yeah. We're doing okay. They're the finest Americans I could possibly think of.
Hoorah to that! Well, you gave us the greatest compliment we're ever going to get, sir. I'm so glad you're back home.
I can't tell you how much you guys have meant to us.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw! Dave Shelley and Chainsaw! KGB.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song, and you'll never be left all alone. Take me to your heart, fill me in your bones.
got a penis strapped to my chin.
What's the matter? Is there boy or goo all over it?
Little short hair.
Wait a minute.
All over it.
He's got more hair than a polar bear.
If you don't
Emily?
believe me, come look. There are hairs everywhere.
They're maybe even out their mind.
You wore it last.
You're the only one who's worn it.
No, I wore it.
Oh,
They're
well,
not
it's
yours.
Emily's,
Mine.
Emily, it's Shelley's beard.
That's it.
There's hair all over it. Don't you like it that way?
No.
Are you going to rub it all over your face first like you normally do?
No.
Come on,
Yesterday
Dan,
at
that's just
the-
Abramowitz' thong.
Yesterday at the end of the show, Emily neglected her duties. Found herself in disgrace here on the show.
Tragedy.
Busy with Sudoku and IMing people and solitaire. Couldn't get around.
Someone pointed out, whose job is it to fix mistakes around here? And I said, it's Emily's. It's my job to make the mistakes. It's Emily's job to fix the mistakes. And she was letting a biggie go. Letting a biggie.
I hate to hear that.
And I had to correct my own mistakes. And look, we can't have that.
No.
Look, I haven't loafed my way through 17 years on the radio here so I can be sitting around correcting my own mistakes.
Well, you got to justify your position. Emily does.
That's right.
Come on.
And so, because we were at the end of the show and Emily couldn't fulfill the duties of the penal policy here of wearing the chin dong when you screw up, we decided that the first break, she'd strap that chin dong on. The chin dong is an elastic dong with two big rubber straps that you wear on your chin. It's
something else.
It's quite unicorn-like.
Yes, it is.
Only instead of coming off your forehead, it comes off your chin.
For the chin.
It's a dog for your chin.
For your chinny chin.
Hey, is
chin.
Ruth even here today?
Oh.
Ruth, are you there? Did we check on Ruth? Did anyone see if she's dead?
Oh, no.
Because she wasn't there for her first break, and she's not talking to me now.
Ruthie,
You know anything
wake
about
up.
that, Emily?
Ruth, are you there?
You know anything about that, Emily?
I'm looking.
I'm looking? Hey, are you there today? Has anyone even bothered to see if she's here?
Evidently not.
Would you like me to walk
I guess
over
I'd
to
like
her
you
room?
to, Chainsaw. Emily,
I'm trying to contact her.
just go down there and see if she's there.
Well, I don't see the chin dong on yet.
Do you know how much hair is on this thing? I'm trying to get most of it off.
This could be
Wow.
a second quarter hour.
Wow.
The Dean of American Sportscasters has been forced
To leave his post.
Now, if a sports bulletin breaks out right
Oh,
now,
my God.
I hope you're happy. What if Kobe Bryant decides to sexually molest some other whore
No kidding.
right while Chainsaw's gone? We'll all miss it. There'll be Hacksaw parading around.
Terrible.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Ruth. Hi, how are you, sweetheart? Ruth, are you there?
I sound different today.
Are you all right?
What's going on?
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
All right. A little bumper traffic. Slow and go where it usually is. Brought to you by Sleep Train.
What about an alternative route?
I don't know.
I don't
know. Just
Emily, maybe you should call over to Ruth's estate and see if she slept in today. When's the chin dong going on?
Okay, right now.
Oh.
You're throwing so much stuff at me. I can't
your
keep
fault.
up.
I'm sorry, it's that job thing.
Yeah, I'm
So
keeping up with
inconvenient.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Ruthie, you sound lovely.
Ruth, if you see Chainsaw, will you send him back here?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's a bulletin about the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh,
He
no.
needs to be at his post.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I think I'll go to sleep now.
Oh, wait a minute. Go. You're supposed to get Cookie.
I don't like him.
No.
He's so cute.
Dude, get out of there. You're freaking me out.
Oh, okay.
Gee, how did he manage to find the microphone? It seems like such a complicated room.
Well, I don't know. Ruth couldn't even find the building.
Well,
Yeah.
it is foggy. Perhaps she's lost in a fog storm.
This is upsetting to me when Ruth is missing in action
I know.
without a telephone call. What's the matter, Emily? What are you complaining about?
Nothing.
What's the sour
I can't get it on
puss
right.
look for? Well, here, take your headphones off.
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter? Are you looking for instructions on how to wear the chin dong?
No.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to call Ruth.
Oh,
How about the phone?
Just in time.
just empty studio over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely empty, and there's no
No sign of life?
sign of life.
No evidence she's been in today.
None.
Nothing.
None of her gear, none of her nothing.
Yeah.
No discarded dildo in the trash can.
We certainly hope she's okay.
Absolutely, our fondest wishes.
We're still waiting for Emily to get the chin dong on properly so we can start her quarter hour, and it hasn't happened yet.
It's on my chin.
Let's see. Make it bob up and down. Make it heave to and fro. Okay, so you got until
it's huge.
you got until 6:35.
Okay.
With the chin dong on.
And she's not answering any phone numbers.
Not answering. That's
no.
very upsetting to me.
Well, maybe the whole streak is over.
I
Maybe
don't
she
know.
got it in the ear and she can't hear her alarm
Can't
going
hear the
off.
phone going off?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, wait, now we've got to check.
Let's put an APB out for Ruth.
Yes.
I just couldn't find the building, so I went home.
Do we have an appearance that she
We had a
couldn't find
CD
parking?
signing. We had a CD signing, and
Yeah.
Ruth got all the way to the event,
Right.
which was not close to her house.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a parking spot, so I just went home.
Bye.
She did that at the movie premiere
Yeah.
for Trouble with Money and
At
at
the
the
baseball-
Howard Dean baseball
Yes,
party.
that's right.
I don't know. I have
That's
a hard
right,
time
I
finding
know.
parking.
We laugh, we joke, we obviously hope that she's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's of course.
I mean,
But if she isn't, we'll laugh and joke some more.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
it's how she would want
Well,
it.
what are we going to do? Get all sad? Come on.
Come on.
It's no fun.
Our
that's
style.
true, Dave.
Yes. Yeah. No answering, no phones, no nothing?
Nope.
Huh?
I've called both numbers twice.
Home and cell phone, nothing.
Oh, no.
I'm a worrywart.
No,
I
me
am
too.
too.
I
I'm
always
I'm a
do.
terrible worry. We joke, we laugh, but I'm a worrywart.
I am too. Well, we have to go check.
I want to jump in the car and drive to her house. Where does she live?
Emily, go to Ruth's house.
I can get within like a 3-block area.
Yeah, and then just start knocking on doors.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's big help.
Her address.
Jack Bauer, CTU, run a perimeter.
Send a Bromwitz over to check on her.
Yeah, you want to do that?
I have
That's
her
a good
address.
In a thong? Mm-hmm. And the dong and the thong.
The wake-up thong.
Yeah.
I got a penis strapped to my chin.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, I hold the record for most dong in one show.
That's true. So you're going until 6:35 there? You just don't wear it very well. You don't have much panache.
It's all droopy on you.
Yeah. It just doesn't look that good on you. I hate to tell you. Is that her? That's her? Is she okay? It's not. Wow, look at that dong.
Oh, my God.
Flip and flop when she shakes her head no. You're going to get whiplash. All right, let's take a quick timeout. We're rolling out with Chainsaw Sports. When we come back here, it's 101 KGB and Q103.
This is the DSC at night.
KGB.
KGB's Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw.
You guys are awesome.
With the Grand A Day giveaway.
My boyfriend and I just got engaged. We have to do it by May because he leaves for the Navy 2 weeks after we get married. And we are trying to put together a nice wedding, but it's hard because we have to do it so soon and we have no money. And then we have to move to South Carolina. So is $1,000 really going to help?
Yeah.
How much? Really going to help? Like a lot?
Like, extremely a lot.
Well, then it's done.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Get your helping hand up or tell us about someone who can benefit from $1,000. 101kgb.com. Keyword grand.
Sponsored by the Honda dealers of San Diego County.
1015 KGB.
You're hearing regular radio now. That's great, but you're not hearing HD radio. And HD radio sounds better than any radio ever. Crystal clear, like a CD. And it's free. All you need is an HD radio tuner from the Sharper Image. HD radio, discover it at the Sharper Image.
Once there was a magnificent book called the AT&T Yellow Pages. Everyone used it, except for a man who used a less complete book to find an exterminator.
So, you're an organic exterminator.
That's right. No pesticides. I use rocks.
Great. Wait, rocks?
Yes, organic rocks.
The man had rocks in his head for not using the AT&T Yellow Pages.
Ooh, Roach, stand back.
My lamp!
If he'd used the AT&T book, he would have gotten more complete and up-to-date information.
Hey, we got a rat!
Snowflake!
Next time, choose the book with more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
Don't move. We've got Sasquatch.
That's on TV!
Peace of mind delivered by the AT&T Yellow Pages. Need something online? Search for it at yellowpages.com. The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
In San Diego, people choose the one Yellow Pages with more complete ads and up-to-date listings than all the other ads in the land. The new AT&T Yellow Pages.
Paula Sela is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired that announcer guy from the movies.
When the storm hit, both our cars were totally underwater.
In a world where both of our cars were totally underwater,
We thought it would take forever to get some help.
but a new wind was about to blow.
With Geico, we had our check in 2 days.
Payback. This time, it's for real.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Songs on demand now at 101kgb.com.
Furnished by Mattress Discounters.
Viejas is done with their $500,000 giveaway. Now we can start our new promotion.
Let's give away back scratchers, boss. Everybody loves these little doohickeys.
I already got a warehouse full of keychains. What am I going to do with back scratchers, dummy?
Boss, I came as soon as I heard there's a new promotion at Viejas.
Another one?
Viejas is offering a 4% Baccarat commission in March, 24/7.
4% Baccarat?
It's Baccarat, boss.
Baccarat. What's the difference?
Big difference, boss. 4% is better odds than the Vegas Strip. Best in San Diego, too. And it's easy to play.
Now everybody will go to Viejas.
Here, boss, this'll make you feel better. I'll scratch your Baccarat if you scratch mine.
Get off of me! Viejas has 4% Baccarat, and you want to do back scratches? Oh, what's next? Talking bottle openers.
Does he get like this often?
All the time.
Ooh, let's go to Viejas.
Yeah, and play Baccarat.
Yes.
Crochet, beard coating, lucky rabbit, what's toning?
Viejas Casino and Outlet Center is closer than you think. Just take I-8 Willows Road and Alpine. Easy to get to, hard to leave.
There's one station that brings you the information that matters to you. The news that makes a difference in your life. The talk that you care about. Set a preset for AM 600 Coco. AM 600 Coco. San Diego's news and talk station.
The DSC at night.
Hey, don't worry. You don't have to make up stories here. Save that for court.
1015 AGB.
I think at this point, we're going to have Abramowitz do traffic for us today.
Excellent.
Gosh darn. I hope you don't crash. By the way, is he in Ruth's studio yet?
He's hunting down sponsors.
Okay. Remind me to tell you about he was walking around, I want to say it was last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were playing ping pong. We were playing ping pong in the break room the other day, and he was making all kinds of bets with, not limited to, but including the insipid and awful Mike Costa.
Oh, no.
Who was
back in the
bothering us.
building? Oh, God.
Yes. He was
Don't we have guards?
upsetting us and bothering us while we were trying to fritter away our time.
Have fun.
Costa.
And the party killer that is Mike Costa walked in. Abramowitz made some sort of wager about what's the matter?
Yeah, I'll call you when I get in there. I think I know how to turn a mic on. It's just the one button, right? What is it about that room?
Yep.
What's happened to my team? What's happened to my team?
We're
Come
here.
on.
Hey, we're
I've
here.
never been in Ruth's studio before.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I put in the headphone where you stick that little penis thing into the V
the
thing.
pluggy, yeah.
Like you know how it works with a headphone jack. Then you turn on the mic.
How do you know it's the mic?
Because it says mic.
Oh.
And that's it.
What?
There's not much more to it.
Nothing.
Come on.
No.
It is the easiest room I've ever stepped into.
what makes it so easy for you.
Well, because Ruth was a little bit challenged, we made it easy. We just gave her like a big Family Feud red plunger button that says on. You can hit it with your fist. Bang.
And that's on the far left of the
Testing
board.
one.
Jesus God.
I think you found it.
Oh,
You know, hey, Bromo, stop doing it on purpose. You're goofy enough naturally.
How you doing, big fella?
I am very frustrated.
I know you are. He's frustrated and he's worried.
You are a worrier.
I'm a worry wart.
Right,
I know.
of course.
I'm tense right now.
I
care
know.
about
I
Ruth.
want to know what's going on with her.
She's my classmate.
I know.
Bromo, what was the wager that you made with the insipid and awful Mike Costa about the Aztecs
he's awful.
earlier this week?
all right. Here. I asked him what he thought the chances were for the Aztecs.
To do what?
To win the Mountain West Conference, which they're going into tonight.
Okay.
They'll have to win, I believe, three games. And before he gave me an answer, I said, Brian Maine goes, no, their chances aren't good. And I went, you kidding me? And I turned to Costa and I go, I'll bet you $5 that they win the Mountain West Conference. They did that 4 years ago, Emily, in Vegas.
They did it last year in Denver.
So it's not unheard of.
No.
It's not a crazy bet. But Emily, resplendent in her dong on the chin, is now upset and holding her head with a dong in it in her hands. Why is that?
The Bromo Whammy.
The Bromo Whammy is more powerful than any sports team.
Yes.
It is. And I love the Aztecs, and that breaks my heart that he said that.
Might as well rip up your tickets.
Why do you do that, Bromo?
First of all, I don't believe there's a whammy. Second of all,
everyone else does.
Second of all, Boyer, Padres went to the playoffs second year in a row, and I was talking good stuff about them all year.
I did it because I'm a
What
dumbass.
is that? Shall be quiet.
That's the voice in Bromo's head now.
Wow.
There's something about that studio.
Yeah.
Your subconscious comes out.
Wow.
I went to a baseball game that the Padres won, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, they won one else.
Okay.
Yeah, but they were like 0-9 or 1-9 when you were there.
They went 0-10 before I saw them win their first game, Boyer.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
that's
so get it right.
statistically
He's
unlikely.
So how can you say there's possibly a labby? I don't know.
God, that is weird, man. You should hear what that sounds like.
Funny. Just keep talking.
I've got traffic news if you need it.
I'll tell you when we need it.
Shut up, Boyer.
What has happened to my team? It's like Ruth is the Jenga piece.
Yes.
Who would have thought that Ruth is the Jenga piece?
And everything just goes to
which
hell when she's
topples the
gone.
whole
Yeah,
puzzle.
right.
You know, it's like at the end of The Usual Suspects when you find out that gimpy guy
Like, oh, no.
was in charge of the whole
Right.
scam.
Right.
What was his name?
Kaiser Sosa.
Kaiser Sose. When you find out the little gimpy, sniveling little guy, the little torpy little smirky little gimpy guy was in fact pulling the strings on the whole puppet.
mastermind,
Ruth.
yeah.
He
Who
was
saw it coming?
reading
We're
it off the
nothing
bulletin
more than
board.
voices in her head.
Her absence
Oh,
today
my
has
gosh.
paralyzed Emily. She can't do
my God.
anything. She has 40 seconds left with the Chendong. Abramowitz doesn't know how to work a studio all of a sudden. Chainsaw is gripped with fear.
Yes.
And worry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Aztecs are going in the hole.
Yeah, the whole Aztecs are going down.
Man.
They haven't even played yet, Boyer. Give them a chance.
They're circling the drain.
Give him a chance to lose, will you, crud?
Circling the drain. It's a pretty mind picture.
Which direction, Doppler boy?
It's Coriolis, you a-hole.
Let us do the sports. Here is Chainsaw on the KGB and Q103. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you very much, Dave Rickard, Shelley Dunn, Chris Boyer, Abramowitz. Hello again, everybody in the sports world. The San Diego State Aztecs launched their pursuit of a conference tournament championship tonight with a first-round game against Colorado State. Aztecs are a 3 seed, Colorado State a 6, so the Aztecs would be favored. Channel 4 will have the game tipping off at 8:30 our time tonight. So I'm thinking the players will have to do their homework before the game so they can go to bed, figure out, 11:30-ish Vegas time in order to be fresh for class tomorrow morning. The Aztecs basically need to win this tournament to make it to the big dance, the 65-team NCAA men's college basketball tournament. A so-called bubble team. The Aztecs are not ranked high enough to be a consensus at-large berth.
I don't get it.
Allow me to explain. A bubble team is one that floats to the surface, like in the bathtub. Yeah. And at large birth is like the fathead kid. Daddy doesn't show the same kind of affection towards mommy anymore, no matter how many extra stitches Dr. Pincus laced up at the conference tournament. That's where the Aztecs are right now. A must-win versus Colorado State, 8:30 tip-off on Channel 4. The march to the big dance continues across the country as last night Weber State and Central Connecticut won their conference tournaments to garner automatic birth, which means automatic birth as opposed to at large birth. No epidural, no C-section, just squirt directly onto the big dance floor. Watch your step.
Is there a history of insanity in your family?
It's quite a population explosion over there.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
65 at large birth. They're training for the NBA early with these out of wedlocks. In an ongoing investigation into illegal drug use, former Major League A-hole John Rocker allegedly used human growth hormones, which could taint his record as a natural racist. If those charges are proven, an asterisk would be placed on Rocker's career hater stats. Meanwhile, in the National...
I was in a bar the other night with some friends, and I had to go to the bathroom really bad, So I went in there, and I sat down, and I looked up, and on the stall, somebody wrote, Metallica rules. And under that, somebody wrote, Metallica sucks. And under that, somebody wrote, you suck. And under that, somebody wrote, screw you. And I just thought, man, a lot of people crap with pens. This summer, I want to go to the beach and bury metal objects that say "Get a Life" on them. I like the beach, though. I love the beach. I like to get there really early before everybody else shows up and take like 30 bottles with notes in them and throw them into the water. Then I wait for everyone to come to the beach. When someone goes to pick up one of the bottles, I go up behind them. Because when they open the bottle, inside there's a note that says, I'm standing right behind you.
Skip-ball association. That is weird stuff.
It's true.
It's true. It's weird stuff. Headline in USA Today. Lakers Bryant suspended for blow to face.
Oh.
What?
Colorado again? Trouble? No, this time on the court. He has a way of flailing his arms to the side during the follow-through on his shot. And for the second time this year, it caught an opponent in the choppers. The NBA office calls it intentional. Kobe says, who, me? Kobe suspended 1 game again. Kind of like Reggie Miller. Remember that guy who used to kick his feet forward during his shot that hit opponents in the chins?
Ow.
Crafty way of creating more space. Reggie never got suspended for that.
Isn't that interesting?
I'm thinking not.
No.
In other sports, Dave?
In other sports, he says to me, well, would it be a leap to suggest that the Super Bowl is the greatest sporting event we have?
No leap. It is.
No leap. Do you remember the halftime entertainment, the Super Bowl this year?
Mm-hmm. That would be Prince.
Can you imagine that there were some complaints to the Super Bowl following Prince's performance this year?
There always are.
Smoking Gun website, The Smoking Gun, has obtained many complaints to the Super Bowl, and I shall read one for you now.
Excellent.
It was obscene to show Prince, a homosexual person, homosexuals in all capital letters, a homosexual person through a sheet as to show his silhouette while his guitar showed a very phallic symbol coming from his below midriff section. I am very offended and would prefer not to have showed it to my 4 children who love football. One of them had hoped to be a quarterback, and now he will turn out gay. I am considering having him checked for HIV.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, CBS, for turning my son gay. Jody Felix.
Wow.
Oh, here. We all agree with that.
That has to be a joke.
No.
She can't be serious.
Chainsaw, there are over a dozen here.
Wow. People. Like we say, we should be the weirdest people on Earth. And anyone weirder, I don't know. I'm just I'm just gripped with worry. I can't even complete a sentence right
We
now.
all are. It's contagious.
It is
Show must go on.
41 and 2 seconds. This is your, thank you, David. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
Dear sir, I find it highly unacceptable to have a family watching a sporting event only to find Prince stroking, manipulating, and fondling his guitar behind the curtain. This image only made him look extremely large, which made the rest of us feel small and unable to perform this evening.
Come on.
Very upsetting. Very upsetting.
DSC at night.
1015 KGB.
Experience thousands of songs on demand now at 101kgb.com.
I'm here this morning at the Bedford home to demonstrate how 7-Eleven's new Fusion Energy Coffee helps wake you up. Mr. Bedford is sound asleep, but it's time for work. What he needs is a fresh brewed cup of Fusion Energy Coffee to get him up and alert. Mr. Bedford, you awake? Mr. Bedford? Guess not. But this cup of Fusion Energy Coffee should do the trick. Good morning!
Who are you?
I'm here to show how 7-Eleven's Fusion Energy Coffee can get you up and on your way.
Huh?
What do you think?
I think you're crazy.
Try new Fusion Energy Coffee from 7-Eleven, enhanced with guarana, ginseng, and yerba mate. It's the power-up you need to keep your body and mind going strong all day long. Just look for the bright yellow pod at 7-Eleven. Now get 50 cents off any bakery item with purchase of Fusion Energy Coffee or other hot beverage at participating 7-Eleven stores. Oh, thank heaven.
Musicians, imagine this. Take home a Gibson Les Paul and pay absolutely nothing. A DW drum kit with no interest. Record tonight with Pro Tools and a Neumann microphone without spending a dime. Look, you know green tags mean savings of not up to, but at least 50% off and more. But this weekend, you don't have to pay for a full year on total purchases as low as $4.99. It's Guitar Center's Green Tag Financing Event. Green tags mean huge savings. Special financing means no payments and no interest for a full year. We're talking deals in every department from all the top names. Fender, Marshall, Earl, Tama, Roland, Peavey, and more. Plus, add sticks, strings, pedals, cases, stands, and cables to your total purchase and get the same great financing free. Guitar Center's Green Tag Financing Event. Save not up to, but at least 50% off. And don't pay for a full year. Don't miss it.
Buy online at guitarcenter.com.
Didn't buy your truck yet? Then you're in luck. Drew Ford in La Mesa has 0 APR financing on all F-Series trucks for an extended term. Plus, every F-Series has an upfront Drew value discount price every day, not just one or two like those other guys. And Drew Ford has over 150 in stock right now for you to choose from. Do what I did. It's easy. Go to DrewAuto.com and you can see Drew Ford's entire inventory and more new car specials. Come to Drew Ford and you'll find out what true value is all. Come to the Drew Ford Roundhouse of Values where the I-8 and the 125 meet in La Mesa.
On approved Ford credit excludes Harley-Davidsons and Super Duties, expires 4/2.
Get in the zone. AutoZone. Did you know that most driving qualifies as severe driving? That's right. I'm talking about short trips and driving in stop-and-go traffic. That's why you need to change your oil every 3,000 miles. Now, for a limited time at AutoZone, get 5 quarts of Castrol GTX oil and a Fram oil filter for just $11.99. Changing your oil every 3,000 miles is a must to keep your car running smoothly. So head to AutoZone now. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
A serenade of Ivory Keys, a stolen glimpse of infatuation. Experience the gourmet Italian cuisine of the legendary Godfather restaurant and ignite the passion of your romantic night. For reservations, call 858-560-1747. 560-1747.
What do you know about our Starbucks getting robbed?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Dave. I heard a little bit about it.
Is everyone over there at our Starbucks here in Mission Valley okay?
Yeah, I was down there this morning and I talked to Jeff, and he was talking to, looked like an investigator who had come in for a cup of coffee, and they were just getting into the gist of it when I split, but everybody's fine. That's all I know.
All right, good. This was good for a laugh out loud moment during the commercial break. Nicole emailed me that Carly just tried to open a raw egg, thought it was hard boiled. There's something about that that just cracks me up.
Oh, no.
Didn't see that coming.
Whoops.
Oh, well. Doesn't she know the spin trick?
I don't know the spin trick.
What is she, just stupid?
You don't know the spin trip, Shell?
Spin trick. Really?
A raw egg will not spin nearly as well as a hard-boiled egg. Mm-hmm. You can make it kind of spin.
Right.
A hard-boiled egg will spin, but a hard-boiled egg just kind of like, it's like it's off center or something, out of balance. I don't know. It's weird.
Centrifugal force of the yolk, David.
I'm just amused by the thought of her cracking that open. Thinking, Whoa. And then probably walking away from the mess.
From the mess, right.
Going, well, I don't have to clean that up.
Right. How old is she now?
Allie did that little trick the other day with some apple juice. Spilled it all over the floor. It'll probably dry. Wow. It's fun. Tracked all over the kitchen.
Sweet.
Good times. Very, very good times.
Yeah.
Here is more complaints to the Super Bowl.
About Prince's halftime show?
Complaints to the FCC?
I don't have that information, Chris Boyer, but how would that help you?
Just thought it would give
slow me down and throw me off.
I'm a detail man, David. I need to know all the details.
Basically, just kind of speed bump me?
Yes.
Thank you. Mission complete. Dear sirs, the Snickers bar commercial promoting homosexual behavior was disgraceful. Also, the giant shadow phallus from Prince's guitar was equally disgraceful. This behavior has no place in a primetime major family event. It was easier explaining to my children about Janet Jackson's boob than explaining the pro-homosexual theme of this year's event. We will never watch again. It's pathetic when you can't keep porn out of the Super Bowl because 5% of the population's gay. These are complaints.
Yeah.
That the Super Bowl has received, which are posted on The Smoking Gun. Dear sir, I was watching the Super Bowl on CBS when I unfortunately found myself watching a commercial for the candy bar Snickers. It featured two down-home country boy middle-aged mechanics with their heads together under the hood of a car, looking at the motor, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, the second redneck mechanic leans over and starts chewing on the other end of this phallic object, like two lovers might eat a banana together. I'd never thought of that.
What? Wow. I got to go.
Their lips meet, their tongues obviously entwine. At that point,
God.
I turned it off, thoroughly disgusted and offended.
Their tongues did not entwine.
That's why I'm dwelling on it now.
Right.
God.
Typing one-handed. Had this been a romantic setting, it would have still been inappropriate. Even a man and a woman would have been inappropriate. At least I could have seen the sex coming and moved on. But two mechanics under the hood of a car suddenly making out? This was a shock. Obviously calculated to make an impression by grossing people out. I'm ashamed to think this crap is going on and going out to 200 countries around the world. If this is okay in America, what isn't?
Jesus. Oh, my God.
I was disgusted. Boy, people are really...
Looking for a reason to be offended.
People are really just really precious little creatures, little angels, aren't
Those
they?
guys weren't making out. They were just, each one was eating. It was like Lady and the Tramp when they both get on either side of the spaghetti.
That's the thing
You know?
I was thinking when I watched it. Walt Disney should be pissed off. Hey, man, that's my
they
bit.
stole your idea.
And that was interspecies. Wasn't it?
I don't understand.
Well, it was two dogs.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
They're the same species. They're just canines. You mean purebred? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, one was a lady and one was a tramp.
Hence the name.
Yes.
But then the two guys decide, well, we must do something manly now, and they rip out their chest hair.
Which was equally homoerotic.
Totally. I mean, what do most gay men do? I'm getting that. Remove that.
Should have reached into his pants and ripped out a fistful of pubic hair.
Yes. Well, I think that might go on in Hillcrest, too. I'm not sure.
Wow. Hey, speaking of which, Emily, how'd the wax go yesterday?
It's not a wax.
What was it?
Laser hair.
Oh,
and where do you do it?
Darth Vader got you on the crotch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Was it a female or male attendant?
Female.
How do they do it with a laser? How's that work?
They have a little laser machine and they just go along.
Laser. Mm-hmm.
It's so much less painful than waxing and it's permanent eventually. And so I'm super
It's
stoked about
permanent. What happens when the big hair 70s come back and you're
You won't have a
chromodomius?
I'll buy a toupee for down there.
Get a wig.
Yep.
Just hang it.
Gherkin.
Put a nail in there and hang it right there.
Absolutely.
Wow. Was there a viewing room for the interns?
Now, this is interesting. I find it curious that a lady who, as you say, gets so little action is taking such care to plow the field.
It's just as much for me as whoever, future guy.
How so?
Less maintenance.
Uh-huh.
I don't have to worry about beach, bikini season, stuff like that.
I gotcha. All right, very good. Well, congratulations. The laser procedure. I'd never heard of such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the rage.
What's that?
It can become addicting. I'm
all the rage.
excited about it.
Addicting?
Mhm.
You have
I'm
to go back?
Well, you have a series of treatments, but I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll get my armpits done and, never have to shave those again.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
I'm really, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do anywhere. You can do your legs, so you never have to shave your legs again.
Wow.
That sounds pretty cool.
And I specifically
What if you
asked,
move to France, though, and you want to be a furry, awful, atrocious woman?
I'll, take some trimmings from Boyer and tape them on.
All right, very good. What were you going to say?
I asked her yesterday about the nipple hairs because we were talking about it here, and she said you'd be surprised how many women get it
No,
done.
I wouldn't.
Wow.
And she said, but most times they come in for something else, and then after they've established a relationship with her, bring it up. Like no one comes in just for that.
Right.
But once they get in there, they're like, so can you do this area?
Well, it's like guys who have to buy Kotex. They got a hammer, and there's a jar of peanut butter, and there's a Kotex or whatever.
Peanut butter's for her.
This is the DSC at Night.
Go to bed!
1015.
KGB.
Interested in being green, and you know what I mean when I say green. Are you interested in being green?
Sure.
I'm not. I think they take it too
brown.
far. Yeah, I'm kind of a rustic orange.
You do what you can. Like Shelley, you always take the papers to the recycling, right?
I got one right under here.
Beautiful.
Some things go too far.
Like what?
Green sex.
Green sex?
Yep.
What?
Green sex. No doubt you've heard of green cars.
Uh-huh. You mean if you're not having green sex, you're hurting the ozone?
That's
What?
right.
Oh,
That's right.
no.
Everything has to be green,
Oh, how do you have green sex?
or you will have the shame of Leonardo DiCaprio
Yes.
on you. And no one wants that. Look what happened to poor Giselle.
Yeah.
Booted.
Yeah.
Green tourism, green weddings, green cars. Now get ready for green sex. Green living
is getting sexy.
Come on.
Says Jacob Gordon, author of TreeHugger.com's recent green guide for the bedroom. That's right.
I love that.
Might as well embrace it.
Absolutely.
TreeHugger.com. Having sex to clear your conscience is at the cutting edge, but ways to greenwash the bedroom, as outlined by TreeHugger, include turn out the lights. Well, duh.
Yeah.
Is there any other way?
Sweet.
Here's where I start going, huh? Not buying PVC or vinyl accoutrements.
Chin dong. Not green.
No, the chin dong is not green. What would be a green chin dong? It would be a chin dong made out of
wood.
No, because now you're cutting down the rainforest.
Recycled wood.
Animal products.
Tofu, people, come on.
Tofu dildo.
Ensuring that your S&M paddles are made from sustainably harvested timber. What the?
Where they cut down one tree and plant two more.
Make sure that your S&M paddles are made from sustainably harvested timber.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's the first thing I did when I read this.
Sweet.
Then I realized, wait a minute, I don't have any PVC or S&M paddles. Make sure you're using organic massage oil.
Uh-huh.
Shower together. Use bamboo bed sheets.
What?
Bamboo bed sheets.
Actually, I have a bamboo Afghan throw.
That's torture.
It's just a fiber they make out of bamboo.
And
no, it's not.
Where,
it is. It feels like anything else.
And please, people, wear lingerie made from renewable fibers such as hemp
Mm-hmm.
And bamboo. Hey, honey, put on that hemp teddy.
Boy, you could get high and tortured at the same time.
Hemp teddy.
Sweet.
Nice.
Hemp teddy.
Where's that hemp thong?
Promo.
I never heard of making fabric out of bamboo. I thought fabric had to come from soft stuff.
They do. They take fiber out of the bamboo and make stuff out of it.
Why?
Because bamboo grows like a weed, so it's highly.
Well, so do trees. You ever go to a forest?
Harvestable, right.
They grow like a weed.
I guess they want to do it with bamboo.
I just understand how bamboo is acceptable to slaughter the bamboo, but not the precious tree.
Or the cotton, for that matter.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I guess it's just a better crop.
I think they're just wrecking everyone's fun.
That's
I think
it.
they're just a big buzzkill.
Everyone knows you can't have good sex without cutting down a tree.
Damn
Come on.
right. S&M paddles made from sustainably harvested timber.
Yes.
What are your S&M paddles made out of, Shelley?
We whittled them out of fiber I wove from grass out of my own backyard.
You made that up.
Of course I did.
Yes, she did. Wade, you're on KGB. What's going on, Wade?
Oh, I was just going to comment on Boyer's comment. You know, tofu dildos, aren't they both meat substitutes?
Good point. Thank you very much. Hello, Dave. You're on KGB.
Morning, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
My special FM radio pal.
Thank you, my buddy chum.
You Asnered me. I Asnered you.
Do tell.
Furry, awful, atrocious women.
Yes.
It got me right in the middle of my tasty, low-pulp orange juice.
Nice.
No.
I like pulp. I like extra pulp.
Yes, I do, David.
I like
No, that was you talking.
Yes, I do, David.
Later, guys. Hope Ruth's okay.
We all do. Thank you very much.
I'm worried sick
I know.
again.
We have to find out.
You want to go look for her?
I do, actually.
Well, then go look for her.
I'll take the address. I'll go.
All right.
You want me to? There's
think it would
nothing
make you-
happening in sports.
Oh, don't say that, Chainsaw.
Well, the Aztecs tonight, 8:30, Channel 4. Done.
Okay.
If it would
done.
make you feel better, Chainsaw.
It would.
All
We
right.
need to find
then,
out.
Then go do it, man.
All right.
It's very troubling that Ruth is not here today and we haven't received any kind of phone call from her and she's not answering her telephone.
Right. I mean, usually we all call up and make up a lie. You know, something. And there's nothing, not even the courtesy of a lie.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Although Sanchez isn't here either, so I'm thinking that maybe there's a Riverside
Might walk
hotel.
in on some kind of ugly thing, huh?
Well, take a camera.
Bumper to bumper.
Thank God we have Abramowitz.
Yes.
I'm here.
Really?
Okay.
Wow, I'm an atheist also.
Let's not forget Darn It.
All right with that.
Hey, I don't get it. Why would you ever want to throw your hearing aid away?
The DSC at night.
Oh, yeah.
KGB.
1015 KGB. New Fun Ship cruises from San Diego mean more fun from California. Our new 4- and 5-day vacations to sizzling Cabo begin in June, and you can cruise year-round. Now you have more choices for long weekend getaways and fabulous adventures right from San Diego and LA. There's nothing like a Carnival vacation to recharge your batteries, and now you can get great rates on a wide selection of 3- to 8-day cruises from the West Coast, starting from just $249 per person. Enjoy a 3- or 4-day getaway from LA to Ensenada, or one of our hot new cruises to Cabo from San Diego. Carnival also offers 7-day Mexican Riviera cruises from LA and 8-day exotic Mexican Riviera cruises from San Diego. Refresh your spirit and restore your energy with all the fun, comfort, and service Carnival is famous for. Ask about our special upgrade offer. You must book by March 25th and request fare code CPCA. That's CPCA. Call your travel agent 1-800-CARNIVAL or visit carnival.com.
Promotion is capacity controlled and additional terms and conditions apply. Ships registry, the Bahamas and Panama.
It was pouring rain when I found her. She was so cold and wet. My veterinarian guessed she was 5 weeks old. We think she's half beagle, half mutt. With the help of Dr. Don and IMS, we nursed her back to health. It's hard to believe she's grown to be 70 pounds.
A love like this deserves nutrition vets recommend.
In a recent survey among leading brands, 4 out of 5 vets recommended IAMS to help dogs live healthier, longer.
The only problem is she's outgrown her name. She's really not a munchkin anymore.
Life's better on IAMS.
Viejas is done with their $500,000 giveaway. Now we can start our new promotion.
Let's give away back scratchers, boss. Everybody loves these little doohickeys.
I already got a warehouse full of keychains. What am I going to do with back scratchers, dummy?
Boss, I came as soon as I heard there's a new promotion at Viejas.
Another one?
Viejas is offering a 4% Baccarat commission in March, 24/7.
4% Baccarat?
It's Baccarat, boss.
Baccarat. What's the difference?
Big difference, boss. 4% is better odds than the Vegas Strip. Best in San Diego, too. And it's easy to play.
Now everybody will go to Viejas.
Here, boss, this'll make you feel better. I'll scratch your Baccarat if you scratch mine.
Get off of me! Viejas has 4% Baccarat, and you want to do back scratches? Oh, what's next? Talking bottle openers.
Does he get like this often?
All the time.
Ooh, let's go to Viejas.
Yeah, and play Baccarat.
Yeah.
Crochet beer coating, lucky rabbits with toenail clippers.
Viejas Casino and Outlet Center is closer than you think. Just take I-8 to Willows Road and Alpine. Easy to get to, hard to leave.
Hi, it's your voice of reason. For years, I've helped you make smart decisions. Remember when you almost cut your hair to look like that TV character? Who talked you out of it? This guy. And when you thought about line dancing lessons? Yeah, you're welcome. So trust your voice of reason when I say it's time to start something new with Roadrunner. Seriously, dial-up is so over. You deserve more. Roadrunner brings you a better internet. I'm talking online shopping and banking, digital photo sharing, music and movie downloads. It's all here and all for less than you might think. Hey, I was right about saying no to acid wash jeans, and I'm right about saying yes to Roadrunner.
Real fun, real you. Roadrunner speed makes anything possible.
Call 1-800-871-2632 and get your first 6 months for as little as $19.95 per month. That's 1-800-871-2632.
Roadrunner from Time Warner Cable. Actual speeds may vary. Standard service price applies after the promotional period. Not available in all areas. Other restrictions may apply.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dick Vitale. And before you head to Hooters for all the basketball action this season, here are a few tips.
Beat the Defender in our Papa Shot tournament Wednesdays at 7. You win, the machine is yours. Enter the bracket competition and win a free wing party.
Hooters is awesome, baby.
The DSC at night, 101.5 KGB, San Diego's classic rock.
Where are we golfing today?
Eagle Crest, out there by the Wild Animal Park.
And who do we say thank you for that great honor?
Monica out there.
How come it says Brenda Roma?
I'm sorry, Brenda Roma out there. Sorry.
Monica's another girl I'm trying to impress out there.
No.
He emphatically declares no. Why? What's the name of the girl out there you're trying to impress?
Nobody. I don't know anybody out there. I really don't.
You'll find someone.
Feeling strong about your game today?
No. I'm feeling very, very thin.
I don't understand.
I don't know. I've had more and more people come up to me and say, hey, dude, eat a sandwich, eat a taco, eat something. And I just feel thin and I don't feel like I'm on my game. And then, especially after yesterday's whooping.
What happened yesterday? What's the problem?
You know how our golf game went yesterday. I can't even believe you came back and won that.
Oh, we play video golf in my office. We have golden tee. Nicole got me golden tee for Christmas.
Right.
So we play golf back there in the office.
Is this on a TV screen or a little handheld? Oh, cool.
Yeah, you just plug it into your TV.
You got an early lead, Bromo.
Total
What happened?
fun.
Well, after you left, Shane, I had another birdie.
Chainsaw walked in, grabbed the controls, and fired a birdie on the opening hole for Team Abramowitz.
Sweet.
Turned on his heels, sniffed, and exited wordless.
Yes.
It was pretty cool.
Well, Chain, after you left...
truly, he chips in for birdie from, I don't know, I think it's 25, 30 feet off the green. He chips in, returns the control to Abramowitz, collects his gatherings from his desk, and spins on a heel, all seemingly in one move, and left. And that was it. And he was gone.
Wow.
He took his leave.
Wow.
And our world seemed somewhat drab and diminished.
And you won exactly the way you like to win.
How's that?
By like one stroke.
I believe I won by two. I birdied the 18th hole.
Chain, after you left, I had a birdie, an eagle, and another birdie. And I was up by some kind of 6 or 7 strokes at one point. 8 strokes at one point.
And you collapsed? How does that happen? That must be like a first for you. Where you blew up?
Like a cardboard in the wind, I collapsed.
Where you looked at a lead and said, oh, crud, and then like kind of, wow.
I just
How did
collapsed.
that happen?
That game is hard, man.
Well, I know, yeah.
Anyhow, how you feeling about today's game?
You know, I like that course a lot, but
Yeah, me too.
It's hard, man.
Maybe we should have a bet on that one, that par 5 where you got to go over the water there at the end.
I hate that hole.
Why do you hate? What hole do you like?
There's that par 3 before that one is really cool.
Yeah. Well, why don't we have a little wager on the par 5 out there at Eagle Crest? It's one of our original stops on Dave's Free Thursday Golf, as you're well aware. Mm-hmm.
What do you say I can do on that hole?
I don't think you could get a 4 on that hole.
So, I've never parred the hole. You think I'm going to... Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. What do you think you can do on that hole?
Well, if I play it strategically enough.
Yes, strategically.
Well, that would be a first.
Instead of using my club, I can just throw it down the fairway.
No, I don't think that's elite. I don't think that's
know.
allowed. What do you think you can score on that hole?
I think I can get an 8 or better.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well,
Or
what?
You'd have to do something in a thong tomorrow. Poor Emily hasn't had an opportunity, and I don't even think this year, to bury her face in the sack of ODT.
Get out of there.
That's probably why she was so anxious to go for the chin dong, because...
Well, the last time, you remember, sometime last year, Emily returned from the office with a sack full of
thongs.
ODT, old dirty thongs.
Right.
And she opened that sack and just... She went motorboat.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Into the sack with her face. Like a dog finding a dead animal on the beach. I gotta get this all over me. I gotta roll in it.
Love that.
Roll in it.
It's her instinct. Oh, yeah.
So it would be special for both of you.
Yes.
Emily would get to frolic through the sack of ODT.
Oh.
And then we'd have you do something.
By the way, can I point out something?
Maybe you could patrol for crime outside our Starbucks. I bet they'd appreciate that.
Yes.
Our Starbucks here up on off Arrow and Murphy Canyon was robbed yesterday.
2 gunmen.
This is, we consider them like our extended family.
Keep us going.
Jeff has been very good to us
Yeah.
there at Starbucks over the past few years. He's gone golfing with us a few times. We actually...
He's a good guy.
We socialized with some of these people, and it troubled us greatly to hear that they were robbed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could go out there in some sort of crime-fighting thong.
Yeah.
And act
with
as
a little
security.
badge.
Maybe a badge.
Oh, that'd be great.
And patrol for, maybe, question people as they're going in.
That's a good idea.
Do you intend to rob this store?
Right.
I am on the job. Just the sight of you patrolling for crime, no doubt would be a great relief to our friends there at Starbucks.
I'd like to point out something if I could.
Yes, please.
I'm very proud to say that since you've received the new chin dong, I haven't worn it yet. Everyone else has. Boyer's worn it.
I have not.
Shelley's worn it.
Jinxed yourself. I'm predicting 4 minutes.
Emily's worn it. I thought Chainsaw's worn it, or he wants to wear it.
He wants to wear it. That's true.
I've not worn it.
Emily was at the laser clinic yesterday, loosened up a bunch of stuff, and now that dong is covered with hair. Stop. Isn't that what you said?
Not my hair.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Yeah,
it was given to me with hair, so someone else shed on it.
I see.
Shed.
I see. Mm-hmm. They're little short hairs, right?
There's no hair for me to shed.
Prove it. So, what do you think of that? I don't think you can get a 7 out there. Otherwise, you should patrol in your crime fighter thong.
No, I said that I think 8 or better.
Well, of course, anyone can get an 8 or better. Someone who's never played golf can get an 8 out there. I think 7 is a much more...
Why do you think I threw out 8? I threw that out for a purpose, for a reason.
There's no point. There's no point in it.
Challenge
There's no challenge to it. There's no fun. It's like saying, hey, let's watch the Super Bowl. Did you hear that the Colts have a 50-point, out of the gate lead? Well, why? Why bother?
How many times have you seen me shoot 15 or better on that hole?
Never. I've never seen you shoot 15. Come on, not 15. Look, all we're asking you to do is get a 6. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do when I tee off there.
What are you
know
going to
it.
do?
You know my game
What
so
are you
damn
going
well.
to do? What are you going to do?
Because it's so narrow, there's houses to the left.
Yes.
And there's those god-awful trees and forestry to the right.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to do, right?
I think you said you're going to play with strategy. So if I were you, I would tee off with something other than what you've used every single time.
Like what? My putter?
Well, how about a 5-iron?
I don't swing my irons very well. I've
That's
told you
not
this
true.
a million
What is this? Is this a par 4 or 5? What?
Par 5. James. So it's their signature hole at Eagle Crest. It's a gorgeous hole.
Beautiful.
With gay trees off to the right that grab your golf ball like you know what, brother.
Like gay trees do. It's a beautiful par 5 chainsaw. Bunkers out there right around 220 or so, where you'd be dropping your drive, and then you've got to go over water.
Yeah.
They've got a beautiful water feature at the end of this hole with a waterfall and everything.
Beautiful.
The forest cups this green. It's a gorgeous hole.
Marvelous.
And I just don't see Abramos getting a 6 or better out there.
You said 7 a second ago.
Right. I changed it to 6. I don't see it happening.
It'd be a miracle if I got a 7.
Nah, I don't think a miracle. A miracle is when Jesus comes down and, takes 2 fish and feeds a whole crowd.
Well, maybe he will
a 7
down there
is when
today.
you get a double bogey. 6 or better. What do you say?
Okay. Crud, I accept.
I never said that.
The voice in Bromo's head has accepted.
I didn't say a damn word.
Why? And you got any courage? And you got any guts?
I've got all of that.
Well, then you would say yes.
I'm not that dumb, you know. I mean, I'm not.
We're not talking about dumb. We're talking about courage. Guts.
I've got courage.
Then take it.
I got heart.
Take it. You got to have heart.
That stupid song. I know what that's from.
You've never had a 6 before in your life? You've never had a 6?
Sure, all kinds of times on a par 3.
Then what's the problem?
I had a 6 last week on a par 3.
What's the problem?
This hole is hard, dude. 6 would be.
It's not their number 1 rated hard hole.
It's pretty darn close.
I've heard
You
it's
don't
the
know
easiest
that.
par 5 in the country.
There you go. It's the easiest par 5 in the country. So says the Dean of American Sportscasters. So saith he. Mouth breather.
A 6 would be a miracle, dude. A miracle. But I've been playing pretty decent
Yes,
lately.
you have.
You
But
have.
the back 9 at La Costa, I was
and with
tearing it
that-
up.
And with that haircut,
The
you
new
have
haircut.
going on.
I was
See,
gonna
the
say
haircut, I hadn't even factored
That
that
brings
in.
power.
Confidence.
Yeah, I don't think it's very likely that you'd get a 5 out there.
Yeah.
I can get a 6.
All right. There we go.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Sexy.
Haircuts do that.
6 or better, or he's on the job patrolling for crime in his security guard phone.
I love that.
KGB. This is the DSC at night.
If you go ahead and listen very carefully, you'll hear the familiar sound of no one caring.
1015 KGB.
Click a ticket.
This weekend, KGB's got your front row seats to see Rod Stewart at Cox on the 24th.
So, click a ticket.
Just log on to 101kgb.com. Keyword click. Starting Friday to win.
From Time Warner Cable and the Classic Rock Experience. 1015 KGB.
There's
Is it 10 o'clock yet?
No.
Oh.
No, ma'am. Hey, the pictures of Emily rocking the chindong are up.
Sweet.
DSCshow.com. DSCshow.com. That's right. Emily making major infractions at the end of yesterday's show and then really stepping on her own dong this morning. I'm surprised she's not wearing this for the whole show today. Maybe finish the week in it. I don't know.
Well, day's not over yet. Oh, it looks great on her.
It does.
Yeah, you wear it well.
You.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Did you see your picture?
Yep.
Did you like it?
No.
I think you have it on upside down.
I do. That's why it was limp.
Good, that's how I'm used to it, upside down.
Kudos to Shelley Dunn for noticing.
Well, do I?
Yes.
Well, maybe if she was upside down, that would be okay. Mike is never limp.
I think that's a MySpace picture.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What?
No.
I'll just add it to my MySpace page.
Do you even know how?
No. But I know
he
people.
Can make you do it.
I got a kid.
True.
Here, Carly. This is who Daddy works with.
You want her to see that?
Daddy, don't work today. Don't go to work today. You should have heard me. Almost in tears last night, pleading to my family.
Really?
Look, I've got to start going to bed earlier. If you want me to have a job, I've got to go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
I've got, Carly by the lapel. Do you understand?
The lack of sleep is killing me.
I'm serious. I haven't been able to shake it this week. And it's been kind of like that. I've been feeling it creep up on me. It's like, I want to try going to bed at like 8 o'clock. I just want to try it for like a week. Go to bed at 8 o'clock. You may lay there for a while. I mean, like last night, I went to bed like at, I don't know. I was helping Nicole with a test last night. It was like 10 and I was still wide awake. But I really want to try it. I want to try going to bed at 8 o'clock and see if it makes a difference for me.
I think it would.
And, I talk to people like Nicole is not like she doesn't sleep in. She's up like at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not up that much earlier than her.
Right.
And so I've been justifying it by saying, but I've been doing it for so long. I think I just can't catch up. I don't know what my problem is.
And you're getting older.
Oh, seriously.
Yes. And it makes a
rapidly advancing.
As Chainsaw can tell us.
What?
What time do you go to bed? I mean, do you have a regimen? Do you have to be in bed by such and such a time?
Well, a couple nights ago, I stayed out until 11.
On a school night?
Which was not good.
On a school night?
Yes.
Yeah.
And last night, right after Antonella Barba
bombed out,
stunk up the joint, I said, that's it for me, and I was down.
Did you notice, by the way?
They addressed the issue.
Oh, yeah, they addressed the issue. And Simon is just so great. He was so cool about it.
Awesome.
But did you notice how the pretty boy looks almost exactly like Antonella Barba? I mean, they could be twin sisters. Did you notice?
You talking about the Indian kid?
Yeah.
Indian-looking kid?
He's the pretty one, yeah.
Yeah. The very pretty boy, he straightened his hair after Simon Cowell said, what's with a weird Paula Abdul hairdo?
Uh-oh.
He straightened his hair. I swear to God, he's almost prettier than Antonella Barba.
Wow.
Now.
He's a gorgeous young man.
He is gorgeous. But Antonella bombed out. I hope you can find tape of...
She was terrible.
Well, she always is. I hope you can find tape of Simon talking to her because he says, you've gone as far as you can go. This is the end of the line for you.
You just don't have it,
no.
kid. I mean, it was just...
That's sad.
It was truthful.
All I could think of is, I think there's a song in the musical Oklahoma. He's gone about as far as he can go. Yes, sir.
And they did everything but. And they danced completely around, please do not access the Vote for the Worst webpage and sabotage this competition.
Yeah.
Which is what is clearly happening.
Yeah.
And they know it.
And it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And their only choice, short of changing the rules on that show, is to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like they have to publish the results.
Right. Because that best Vote for the Worst webpage out there, millions, well, thousands, if not even more, tens of thousands, maybe even more, are voting for the worst just to have fun and screw the thing. They need Jack Bauer from 24 to go in and just take that off illegally. Jack Bauer.
I know it's off protocol, but I got to do it.
With Jack Bauer.
I got to do it. It's off protocol.
The funny thing about American Idol is no matter what they're doing, every turn is a major money-making generator for them.
Yes.
This thing where you text in, I mean, my kids are so excited about texting in. I'm like, hey. That costs money.
Yeah. Send Simon the money.
Every single one costs money. It makes money for them. Everything they do makes money for them. Every time they pick up their Coke cup, cha-ching.
Yeah.
So they're not going to change the methodology of it. It makes too much money for them. But the thing is just fatally flawed from the beginning. Now that there's internet bastards out there who have created this website called votefortheworst.com.
They need to be like Google and buy it out. And then terminate it. And then terminate it. So another Vote for the Worst website can crop up.
You have to leave it up. You have to leave it up.
Because?
Because then otherwise another legitimate Vote for the Worst site would come up. This way, if Fox owns it, they could control it.
Well, anyway.
They would have to, it would be shot like the shadow government.
What? Anyway, I think they just need to take the people out of it and let the judges judge. You know, it's like on Rockstar Supernova. They did take the advice of people voting.
Yeah.
But then the panel, Tommy Lee and the whoosies and the whatsies, they were the final decision.
But you know what? And that's interesting, but what you have to compare is the David and Goliath. That's a David and Goliath comparison. Rockstar Supernova was cute. American Idol is the biggest television show in history.
And it's fueled by audience participation, which is the vote. And they get money out of the vote, and they get viewers out of the vote by asking the watchers, the viewers, that would be called, Cookie, to participate in the process. And that's what fuels ratings.
And that this little honey, Antonella Barba, all of a sudden has a bunch of very close to being porn pictures all over the internet, I find very interesting.
Yes.
Curious. Gosh, how did that happen?
Because I'll tell you what.
Gosh, where did that come from?
I would have not hung around that long. She was the second or third singer last night. She was the only reason I watched.
And I was gone as soon as she was done.
how bad she was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as she was done, I was gone.
That's what the fuss is about. So conspiracy theorists might say, all right, vote for the worst is already owned by American Idol.
Yeah.
And those porn pictures were put up by American Idol.
Exactly. It's my whole conspiracy theory.
Yes.
You're always into the conspiracy theories.
Absolutely.
Yeah, who shot Kennedy?
Oswald, that's my conspiracy theory. Everyone thinks it was like, a government or Cuba or the mob.
Sort of a
I'm the only
Turkish-
one who thinks it.
Right.
See, it's very vogue to think that way.
You can't really think
I'm so je ne sais quoi.
You cannot really think that, Dave.
I can?
You've attended Cookie Kennedy Club meetings.
What?
I've shown you the
I didn't know that.
The Zapruder film. It's incontrovertible evidence. We solved it in the JK conspiracy, our first movie. We solved the case. Come on, Dave.
Do you have the news of Zapruder film?
Yes.
The second one, do you have that one as well?
No, that did not show.
Not as a Zapruder film. It was not
And
filmed
it doesn't
by...
show the shot. It's before the
It's called
shot.
the Zapruder film because it was filmed by Oswald Zapruder.
Come on, Shelley, get it right.
I've never been to the Cookie Kennedy Club meetings.
And I'm missing it.
Ever read a history book?
Yeah, come on.
Well, the history book says that Oswald acted alone.
Well, it's a lie.
Thank you for answering my question.
I read a
Don't get me
history book.
started. Okay, we only have until 10 o'clock.
I know how worried you are.
Yeah, I did the same as you, Chainsaw. I am suckered into this thing. I tried to resist, and I'm not, completely swallowed up by it. I'm kind of like that guy in Jaws. You can still see part of him. Most of him's eaten by the shark, but I'm still flailing outside the American Idol just a little bit. As soon as Antonella Barba was done last night, good night.
That was the first time I've watched in a few weeks. And do any of these idols impress? Does any of them like, oh, hey, that person? No.
I like Blake.
Yeah.
The guy who can scat. I like him. I like the two big fat guys. I like them a lot.
Yeah. Melinda, is that her name?
I don't know too much about the girls. Truly.
She's a pretty good singer.
My total focus on the girls is squarely on Antonella Barba. As soon as they kick her out, it's going to be like, and then the rest.
Yep.
She's the only reason I watch. And if you read the blogs and the gossip rags and all that stuff, they hate her.
Antonella?
They hate her. Well, she's the pretty one.
Right.
The rest of them are kind of...
And she's the one who lobbed that bomb towards Simon. Well, you didn't like Jennifer Hudson, so, maybe... And then they showed the tapes of him supporting Jennifer Hudson, and it was the people who voted Jenny Hudd off.
And it was Randy and Paula who have been, in addition, poisoning American Idol with people like Taylor Hicks.
Yep.
Yeah. They're the ones who wanted him on. Mm-hmm. Simon hated him.
Well, what are we doing standing here listening to this for?
The DSC at night.
They can teach us stuff.
1015.
My plan is working. Your plan to piss me off?
KGB.
All right, I got an Anybody Listening Who coming up for us here this morning. I'm going to tell you what a movie critic says are 7 movies that makes every guy cry. We've got the Grand a Day Every Day giveaway to do today.
Don't forget.
And as if that weren't enough, this is the time of the hour we stop down for sports with a chainsaw. This is a lot of radio, people, on 101 KGB and Q103. Go ball.
Well, good morning. Thank you, David, and hello again, everybody. In the sports world, tonight's the big night for the San Diego State Aztecs as they begin their quest to the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. As the Aztecs launch their pursuit of a conference tournament title tonight with a first-round game against Colorado State. The Aztecs are favored by 4.5. They basically need to win this tournament, get the automatic berth, because with their RPI, Steve, that's the ranking power ranking index, Steve. Let me tell you something. It's right around 55, and if they were to lose and not make the final, it'd probably dip down a little lower. Remember, there's only 65 teams in this tournament, Steve. So, what I'm trying to say is they're not strong enough to be like an at-large berth because the conference champions get automatically into the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. Round 1 game tonight against Colorado State, 8:30 on Channel 4. Then the semifinal tomorrow, final on Saturday. They won it all last year and got into the big dance, only to lose a first-round game, oh my.
They're going to win it all again, darn it.
Let me tell you something.
I bet a guy $5, darn it.
Yeah. Thank you, Bromo. The whammy is in force. High schools in Washington, the state of Washington, are trying to ban booing from sporting events. What about hanging out after the game wearing my old Letterman's jacket and hitting on cheerleaders with stories about how I used to be varsity quarterback back in 75 and we almost won state? Coach had put me in fourth quarter. Would have won state. Could have gone pro.
Grandma just called and said you're supposed to go home.
Whatever. Meanwhile,
stop eating all our steak.
Here, watch this. I bet I could throw this right over that mountain. Want to see it? I'm 13 old. Meanwhile, in the National Mall.
I just was in Aspen for a few weeks, and I got on the plane. I left from JFK, right? And I'm sitting in the aisle seat because I'm 9 feet tall and I need the legroom, right? So the guy, I'm reading a book. The guy who's sitting in the window seat runs up the aisle, taps me on the shoulder, and says, "Excuse me, I'm inside you." I said, "Well, you better get that thing checked because I feel absolutely nothing right now." And what the hell is the matter with you? Oh, it was really weird because, you know, I'm from New York. I'm used to the sea level. I can breathe. You go to Aspen, there's absolutely no air. It's really unbelievable. And I had my friend Patty was there, and she smokes about 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and she was smoking there. I couldn't believe it. She's been smoking for like 25 years. Now she has the voice, you know.
Judy, how you doing? What's going on?
So she comes up to me a few weeks ago, right? She's like,
Judy, I got something in my eye. What is it? I got something in my eye.
It's a tumor, Patty. Quit smoking, damn it! She is so, and then she's this fake healthy. She thinks if she eats right, that's going to offset all the harm from the nicotine. I'm on the phone ordering Chinese food a few weeks ago. Patty walks over to me and says,
I want some steamed vegetables, no oil. No oil. Did you say oil? I don't want any oil.
Damn. Basketball Association. Former NBA mattress protector Madonna has a new line of clothing that will be available. The perfect gift for a woman who wants to adopt a new look, a fake British accent, and an African orphan. It'll be on the Kmart in the aging skankwear section. Look for it near you. And other sports, David.
This one gang kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
Yeah. 7:41 and 15 seconds, and this is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network.
Why did you go, you decrowed piece of crap?
Oh, my.
Barely safe for work. See the babe of the day at 101kgb.com.
101kgb.com. Once there was a couple who needed a wedding photographer, but they didn't use the book everyone else chose to find things, the AT&T Yellow Pages. They used a book that was less complete.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here
hold
it.
Oh, okay. Just pretend I'm not here. Go ahead. Alas, their book didn't have enough information to make a better choice.
Now, if anyone has any objection, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
Padre, show me love. Beautiful. Next time, choose the book with more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
You may now kiss the bride.
Anybody have any film? The AT&T Yellow Pages, happily ever after, delivered. Need something online? Search for it at yellowpages.com. The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
In San Diego, people choose the one Yellow Pages with more complete ads and up-to-date listings than all the other ads in the land. The new AT&T Yellow Pages.
And now let's go to Kayla with the latest traffic update. Hey there, Kayla. How's it going out there?
Hi, Jason. It's another easy commute in San Diego. No accidents to report. The 5805 merge is wide open as usual. On the 8 and 15 freeways, I only see about, 10 cars. Every surface street in the entire county is free and clear. This is Kayla Gilbert with Traffic Watch.
What if everything was as easy as buying a Honda? Like driving a brand new Accord for under $200 a month. Right now, the Honda dealers of San Diego County are making it easy. For a limited time, you can lease the fuel-efficient 2007 Accord LX 4-cylinder automatic sedan for just $199 a month. It doesn't get much easier than that. Visit your Honda dealers of San Diego County today. Closed-end AHSC lease purchase plan at $199 per month plus tax and license for 36 months. $21.99 due at lease signing. Not all buyers will qualify. 15 cents per mile over 12,000 miles per year.
Hi, I'm George Zimmer. I talk a lot about serving our customers, but now I'd like to talk to you about serving our community. Every year, thousands of men make the long uphill climb to get off welfare and rejoin the workforce. And for many of these men, a suit or sport coat can mean the difference between a first paycheck and another welfare check. I invite you to join Men's Warehouse and the good people at Working Wardrobes as we strive to help these men take an important step towards self-sufficiency. Right now, when you bring in your used suits and sport coats, you'll receive a 10% discount towards your next purchase at any Men's Warehouse store. I always promise to help men like the way they look. For some men, that can make all the difference. I guarantee it.
10 San Diego area stores, including Oceanside and Claremont Mesa Boulevard. For the Men's Warehouse nearest you, call 1-800-776-SUIT.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Did you know that most driving qualifies as severe driving? That's right. I'm talking about short trips and driving in stop-and-go traffic. That's why you need to change your oil every 3,000 miles. Now, for a limited time at AutoZone, get 5 quarts of Castrol GTX oil and a Fram oil filter for just $11.99. Changing your oil every 3,000 miles is a must to keep your car running smoothly. So head to AutoZone now.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Crispy Shrimp is back at Rubio's Fresh Mexican Grill. They crisp, you crunch. Try Rubio's new Mango Crispy Shrimp tacos and burritos featuring sweet mango salsa and zesty chipotle picante sauce. Crispy Shrimp for a limited time, only at Rubio's.
DSC at night. DSC at night.
This is the KGB.
Emily's got Chindong Vengeance today. If you stutter, if you flinch, you'll hear her whisper, Chindong.
Yeah. She wants to spread the
Be
pain.
prepared for that. Boyer, tell me a movie that you have cried at.
My Dog Skip.
What's that?
It's a movie about a little kid who gets a dog. And
You're a sucker for the dog movies.
Yeah.
Chainsaw, tell me a movie that you have cried at.
Rocket Boys with Chris Cooper about the kid and the dad and the father and the son thing.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's not called October
Sky.
Sky,
You're right.
yeah,
I beg your
yeah.
pardon. They wanted to name it
that
Rocket
movie.
Boys, but they had to reword the letters. But yeah, October Sky, Chris Cooper.
And I'm on the record of crying at all kinds of movies.
The Diary of the Worldwide Pants or something?
Yeah, the Diary of the Worldwide Pants, exactly.
Right.
David Letterman produced it, and
Sweet.
it's very upsetting
Well,
to me.
it's sad, I know.
Yeah, that's just one.
Gets the stain out.
Let me give you the the heading on this. It's written by the Today Show. It's a segment on the Today Show
Yeah.
on NBC today. And they say, holding back the tears during Steel Magnolias, which gets me every time.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there's an every, meaning you've watched it more
More
than
than
once. Not once, but more than once, is disturbing to me.
Tell me why it disturbs you, Chainsaw.
Because that is one that you absolutely avoid. You never watch it as a man. Ever.
Does my forthright truthfulness and honesty soften any of the trouble that you're...
It gives you a little bit of a point.
Okay, thank you.
This may be your mulligan.
Holding back the tears during chick flicks is easy for most guys. The machination, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
The machiny thing of such films just don't uncork male emotions. That's not to say that men are always dry-eyed when the credits are rolling. Here are 7 movies that are guaranteed to have even the coolest dudes reaching for the Kleenex.
Wow.
So I'm going to give you the 7. And I want you to tell me, A, if you've seen it, and if you have, B, if it made you cry.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Dead Poet Society.
Haven't seen it.
Another avoider.
I've seen it, and it's just boring
Bad,
as hell.
Yeah.
This is a Robin Williams movie where he gets a bunch of guys to basically they put together their weird little kooky Kennedy club, and they go into a cave and read poetry to each other.
Good
It's
Lord.
stupid. I've seen it, and I didn't cry. It's very curious to me that is on the list when you have only 7 that you've chosen from.
Mm-hmm.
So that I say no. Next on the list, Gladiator.
What?
Yes.
Haven't seen it.
I saw it. I saw it.
That's too bad.
It's a terrific film.
Oh, wonderful.
But what was the cry part?
There could not be a more masculine movie, says the writer. Russell Crowe and his scowling, muscled prime stars as Maximus, meanest fighter ever to grace the Colosseum. His family gets murdered.
Whatever.
He's got nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. It's shot in sober gray tones by Ridley Scott. Gladiator won kudos, including the Oscar for Best Picture, for its visceral depiction of a very violent tale, all of which means that the lump in men's throats when Maximus dies with his honor intact is testosterone-induced.
Ah.
I don't remember crying at Gladiator.
Didn't get me.
I remember it being an extraordinarily powerful movie.
Yes.
One that you should definitely watch, Chris.
Fascinating to see the Colosseum in its prime.
Especially with all of your faux heterosexual lambastings that you do here on the show. You'll especially identify with Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix in this.
Okay.
Big time. Next. These are the list of movies that make all men cry. Legends of the Fall.
Couldn't get through it.
The brother thing. Well, it was just dreamy to watch Brad Pitt.
Anthony Hopkins with Brad Pitt out there on the prairie someplace.
Yep. Seen it. Kind of like it. I don't think it's nearly as good as A River Runs Through It, and I didn't cry.
Right.
And I think it's kind of fun when the bear eats him at the end.
Nice.
I mean, you have to take your hat off to the writers on that movie. That guy was tough. He was gruff. Yeah. He was just, he was the badassest guy on the prairie, and at the end, a bear eats him.
Nice.
What a way to go out.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, it was, big time.
Heroic.
Yes. So I disagree with that. Next on the list, all men cry at this. The Notebook.
Get out.
Haven't seen it.
You don't watch it if you're a man.
But let's say you do. The Notebook, which is beaches of the 21st century,
right,
is the most god-awful, insipid, terrible.
I have to see it.
Oh, you'll love it, Shelley.
Is this the
James Garner?
James Garner.
This is Maverick.
Right.
Rockford.
Maverick, Rockford, James Garner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're looking at him, and he's going insane because his crazy wife doesn't know him, and it's like, Jim, where's the Firebird? Come on, dude.
Well, after he appeared in the Sisterhood of the Yaya, or the Yaya Sisterhood movie, I mean, he was the dad in that.
Garner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's done a lot of flaccid roles lately. Really unfortunate.
He's great, though, because he's a lovable man.
He's such a nice person.
He's
flaccid.
He's
impotent.
I like to stay flaccid. Tom.
Dave.
Hey, you're on KGB. What's going on?
I was sitting there, as soon as you started talking about this subject, I thought, there's no way they're going to list the one movie. It was the first movie that made me cry as an adult, and it was the Dead Poet Society.
Tell me why.
Because it was not about all these boys reading poetry. It was about that one kid who wanted so much to live out his dreams, and his dad forced him to go down his path, and the kid ended up killing himself. So his father took away all of his passion and just drove him down a certain path, and the kid couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm getting choked up, Dave.
I'm sorry, Tom. Do you need to go?
I need a tissue.
Have someone punch you in the shoulder real quick.
Will do.
All right, go cut some onions. Something quick.
Pull some chest hair out.
All right. Legends of the Fall, The Notebook. The Notebook may be the worst movie ever made.
I'll have to see it.
Ever. I can't remember the name of that science fiction thriller that John Travolta made, but he's got to be sitting at home going, oh, yeah?
Battleship Earth.
That's the one. Oh, yeah?
Battleship Earth.
How about The Notebook?
Yeah.
Good night now. Out. That's what I would say if I was John Travolta. Next up on the list of movies, I got 3 more for you that make all men cry. And what have we been doing so far? Scoffing, right?
Yes. I have 3 left on my list, and it better be one of those.
Rudy.
Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. It got me.
Rudy.
When he made that play. Absolutely.
Makes 2 plays.
Makes the tackle.
Yeah. Rudy. I made Carly watch that, and she hated me for it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you like to be sitting behind Ned Beatty in the stands up there?
No, thank you. Ned Beatty doesn't want anyone sitting behind him anywhere after he made
He
Deliverance.
sits in the top row in the crowd. But he was right amongst the crowd there.
Boyer, your thoughts on Rudy?
Haven't seen it. I think I own it. I haven't seen it.
It's a good movie.
Wonderful movie.
It's really, really terrific.
I haven't met a guy yet who doesn't consider Rudy one of the greatest sports movies of all time. Bromo, what'd you think of Rudy?
Love it.
Did you cry?
About 3 or 4 times. The scene when he's talking to his dad before he leaves outside the bus station. And then
You'll never make it, you punk.
yeah, and then of course, and then the scene where he finds out finally that he gets accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he runs away from the seat that he's sitting on. That's an amazing. And then of course the 2 that you mentioned, Dave.
Yeah. Why did you cry at Dead Poet Society?
Oh, well, a lot of reasons. I loved the fact that the kid stands up to the whole classroom, stands on the chair, and there's Robin Williams standing at the door, and he defies the whole. It took guts for that kid to do that.
Are you crying right now? A little bit.
No.
Are you tearing up? Are you having that kind of very watery eye kind of thing, and you're trying desperately not to blink? No, you don't blink because it'll squirt a tear, punk.
Oh, got it.
You never blink when you got the watery eye. You hold it back and you lean into a stiff breeze. Dry him out quick.
Ask me that same question after that darn par 5 we're playing today. I'll probably be crying off to the cart.
Did you cry at Gladiator?
Never saw it.
You guys are missing a seriously, top 10 movie of all time.
Really?
All time.
Terrific film. Terrific.
And it is a great guy movie. Oh, spectacular. All the way around. Russell Crowe's acting, everyone who acts in it is spectacular. The fight scenes are stunning, and then the special effects are incredible. It's a worthy Oscar movie.
The technology they used back then in the Coliseum was great. That's what got
me. And the English that they spoke was just amazing.
It's just so great. The guy who plays the king. Oh,
right.
It's great. Did you cry at Legends of the Fall, Abramowitz?
Never seen it.
Okay. How about The Notebook?
I never seen it.
Lucky.
Actually, I fell asleep through half.
Yeah, it's awful.
The other movies that really get me?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. I got 2 more to tell you about
Gotcha.
here. And this is going to bother you so much when I get to number 1. Number 2, Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Naturally.
When do you cry at Saving Private Ryan? At the end when Tom Hanks croaks?
No. The medic, Giovanni Risi, when he cries for Mama after he gets shot, that is just absolutely gripping.
The scene where medic, they can't stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and more morphine, and oh my goodness.
That was horrific.
Yes. That was it.
Yep. Number 1 on the list. You're not going to believe it. You're starting to go, okay, it started out weak, but no, I agree, because they wheeled out Rudy. Some of the guys are definitely criers when it comes to Dead Poet Society, Saving Private Ryan. The list has some traction now, right? Mm-hmm. Gonna blow it out of the water with you right now.
There are 2 obvious choices left.
Titanic.
What? God! No! Who writes this?
No!
The Today Show.
No!
Titanic.
That's gay.
No!
God!
I almost cried when she threw the diamond off the back. You wanted her to fall off.
Thank you.
I would rewrite that.
Made me cry.
See, now,
Don't drop it!
I suppose there's a possibility that there's 2 people left here in Southern California who haven't seen Titanic.
Oh,
the movie is good. It's a very good movie. Again, the brilliance of the special effects is worth the price of the DVD or the ticket, whatever.
Right.
It's good, and it's worth watching. You have a kind of a combination of a documentary and a love story and an action spectacular. It's very interesting how it's
Got
done.
it all, yeah.
But anyway, you know how these guys are bounty hunters? They go out looking for the wreck of something because there's a safe on board, and inside that safe is a bunch of gold. This is the story of Titanic. You have this guy who is a bounty hunter. He finds the wreckage of Titanic. He sends in a robot to find the safe. As legend has it, there's a great big gigantic Hope diamond-like diamond in there. This big blue diamond necklace.
Gorgeous.
And it starts making the news. And they find out that the cabin of this young girl, she was a survivor, and she's still alive. And they helicopter this now old lady out to the ship, and she starts remembering things, and that's when the love story goes in. They flash back, and this is when you have the Leonardo DiCaprio
And the
love
story
story.
unfolds, yeah.
They open the safe. They recover the safe. They open it up, and there's nothing in there. And the bounty hunters are crushed. It turns out this whole legend thing was nothing but a fairy tale.
Right.
And the movie is ending, and the old lady is standing at the back of the ship, the stern of the ship. It's late at night. She's all alone, and she's got the blue diamond necklace in her hand. She's had it all along,
All the
and
time.
she throws it into the ocean. And I would so go back and rewrite that so that right when she's throwing it in the ocean, a big swell knocks her overboard.
Right.
The diamond flies up in the air and hangs onto one of the stanchions right where the bounty hunter can see it when he comes out. And the old lady is washed away forever, making it a happy ending.
I don't care if you have Charlie Tuna come up, swallow it, and then spit it back on deck.
They could've-
Save the diamond.
He could have called Spielberg
yes.
and rented the Jaws shark for one more scene.
Yes.
Remember
Bring
what
it
you did
back.
to Quinn?
Bring
Get that
it
old lady.
back. Right. It's sinful. It is horrible.
It's awful.
That is
awful.
the number one. Oh.
That is sick. Where is Brian's song? Where's Old Yeller?
No kidding.
That
I
is
mean, I'll give any guy a pass for
Chainsaw.
crying in Brian's song or Old Yeller.
Sick.
Chainsaw is deeply disturbed by this, but what you need to remember is that Chainsaw is a writer,
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
a producer,
Yes.
an actor,
Door.
and first and foremost, a director of 2 major motion
Why
pictures.
Where's the Jod person has the writing crop.
2 major motion pictures.
Right.
And if you didn't cry in a couple of particular scenes of our movies, then you're not a real man.
Thank you.
How about in The Trouble with Money? If you didn't cry in that scene where Seamus gets off the boat and is walking to the car, because I know I did. You fada.
Oh, he followed.
All right, let's see what guys are saying is the cry. I mean, they ruined this by putting Titanic on here. They could have put almost anything. They could have put Dumb and Dumber on there. I'm sure there's an emotional scene on Dumb and Dumber, like when the toilet won't flush. Anything but Titanic.
What's wrong?
Let's go with John. You're on the KGB. What's going on, John?
I really think that Forrest Gump should be number 1.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely a crier, man. Yep, I
If you
agree
don't
with you.
like Forrest Gump, you're not a real man.
And if you don't cry at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you, John.
Bye.
A lot of heavy breathing going on there with John. I think I've stirred up his emotions.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's go with Kurt. You're on KGB. Hey, Kurt, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
Talking to
real
you.
quick, that scene in Titanic, I agree with you, except when I saw it in the movies, I yelled out, "You stupid bitch." Really loud. My girlfriend dumped her head in the popcorn. She goes, "Oh my God." Got half a freak. I got up and I walked out. I said, "Typical woman."
I love that.
Split.
Speaking for a nation of men.
The big movie, real quick, the big movie that will make any man cry. And I saw this in '93. My mom passed away at our house. All my brothers and sisters were there, and I watched her take her last breath.
Oh.
And this movie, My Life, with Michael Keaton and and Nicole Kidman. Michael Keaton's diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And Nicole Kidman had just gotten pregnant, so he's documenting, videotaping how, to raise a son. Okay, this is how you shave, this is how you cook, this is how you conduct business. The last part, when he finally takes his breath, I cried uncontrollably because the look on his face and his actions and everything was the same thing that happened with my mom. And I couldn't leave the theater for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that is the movie that will do it. And Saving Private Ryan, my pops just passed away in January, and my emotion is looking into the eyes of the old man and seeing the flag waving silently by itself, because my pops was in World War II. He had stories for years, and the emotion of looking at him walking reminds me of my dad when he was walking. And it's the World War II. I mean, Christ, within the next 5 years, all that generation is gone.
That's right.
My dad lived till he was 81, and he passed away taking a nap, and it wasn't on a sleep train.
It's a great way to go.
Yeah,
great way to go.
I mean, those are powerful movies, and
he wasn't driving at the time, was he?
David,
he wasn't driving at the time when he took the nap.
No.
Okay.
He was laying on his sleep train.
Nice.
Hey, Kurt, you tell great stories, and I just want you to know. I want you to know that I'm glad you called. I'm glad you shared, and this was what I was about to play.
Sentimental hogwash.
But I didn't, because I respect.
I still need Jill's number, Boyer. So
keep trying.
Get on with it. See you guys.
See you, buddy.
Thank you, Kurt.
Wow.
I had my finger hovering over the button.
You're so horrible.
And that last breath was just like my
sentimental hogwash.
Jeez.
Come on, Dave. Why didn't you do it? You old softy.
I'm an old softy.
Yeah.
I had another word for it.
Ricketts is losing his head.
God.
Edgy.
That's cool. Here is my fellow co-star of The Trouble with Money, Russ T. Nails, joining us here on the KGB. What's up, Russ?
Come on.
My brother, how are you?
Well, pretty good. I remember there was one line I delivered about the Titanic in the movie. I think it didn't make me cry, though. I believe I hurled.
Yeah, well, you had a little gaggy reflex there, yeah.
Between the gaggy reflex and the body quiver when my partner went into the men's room with a picture of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Big Fish made me cry a little bit.
What's that?
It's a quirky movie about,
was that Tim Burton weirdo movie?
Yeah, the father, it turns into a giant fish or something, but anyway, I saw it right after my father passed away, and that's what happened in that movie, so.
I'll get you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sentimental hogwash.
There you go. Instant. Yeah, pulling.
I have no care for Russ's feelings.
The Aristocrats, too, made me cry.
Thank you, Russ. See you around, buddy. All right, 888-570-1015. This piece of crap list. Tell me what you think about that, or what should have been on the list. What should have been on it. I want to hear from you. 888-570-1015. We'll take a quick timeout. It's the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Show here on KGB and Q103.
People phone in and make a beef. Oh, what about? Well, anything, Joe. Whatever happens to bug you, that's what you talk about.
This is the DSC at night.
I guess it just gives you a chance to unload. You know how it is. You got a beef, you tell it to somebody, and you feel better.
101.5.
Brilliant. That's just the kind of far-out gimmick we need.
KGB.
You've just been hit by winter. MammothMountain.com.
KGB.
9 great games.
Got him! 2 outs away from a no-hitter.
1 great price.
To the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Santa Maria!
Experience it.
Gotta hurry! Yes! 479!
The Padres 9-pack. 9 games, including the Boston Red Sox, starting at only $99. Choose from 3 9-pack plans. Call 619-795-5500. Padres Baseball. Experience it.
There's how much you make, and then there's whether you make a difference. At National University, we understand that improving your economic outlook and your outlook on life should be equally as important. Because with the right degree, you might be able to look forward to Mondays as much as you do Fridays. National University. Classes start each month. 28 campuses, 80 degree programs. 1-877-97-LEARN.
Do you know where you can get your hands on America's best muscle car? Right here at Drew Ford in La Mesa. Drew Ford has a great selection of 2007 Mustang GTs with an automatic transmission for $5,000 off MSRP. That's right. Drew has 807 Mustang GTs in stock, but they're gonna go fast. Come to Drew Ford and you'll find out what true value is all about. Do what I did. Go to DrewAuto.com and you can see Drew Ford's entire inventory and more new car specials. Come to Drew Ford and you'll find out what true value. Come to the Drew Ford Roundhouse of Values, where the I-8 and the 125 meet in La Mesa.
$3,005 discount from the MSRP. $1,000 factory rebate. $995 bonus cash. Rebates in lieu of special financing. Expires 3/11.
You know, my friends at Kudzu, Kudzu, Kudzu.com, that's a San Diego website. They've always got a fun little contest going on, and today is no different. What are you doing this year for spring break? Why not hightail it out of town with the Kudzu.com Spring Break Sweepstakes? One lucky winner, and I'm hoping it's you, is going to win a trip to Hawaii and say aloha to volcanoes, tropical reefs, beaches, and luau's on the 6 unique islands of our 50th state. That's right. Pretty sweet trip. All you got to do to qualify for a chance to win is write at least 5 reviews on Kudzu.com. You'll be automatically entered in the drawing for a trip to Hawaii. It's that simple. The Kudzu.com Spring Break Sweepstakes runs through March 18th, so do your reviews now for a chance to win. Kudzu, this is the easy way to find San Diego's best services. You're going to find detailed information about thousands of service pros, plus customer reviews, photos, maps, tip sheets, and more. Go to Kudzu.com. That's Kudzu, Kudzu.com. Go there right now.
When you're looking to build a new facility, there's a lot riding on your shoulders. You need to get it built quickly. And most importantly, you need it to stay within budget. What you need is a pre-engineered steel building from Anthem Steel. You won't believe how much you'll save in both time and money with a brand new built-to-last steel building. You select the size, you select the style. For free information, call Anthem Steel at 1-800-229-4498. That's 1-800-229-4498. 1-800-229-4498.
Win up to $100,000 in Valley View Casino's Colossal Coin Jackpot just for using your Players Club card. Membership is free. For more information on more ways to win at Valley View Casino, visit valleyviewcasino.com or call 866-VIEW-WIN.
1015
KGB.
Thank God there's DSC at night.
DSC at night.
101.5 KGB, baby.
The DSC at night. 1015 KGB. San Diego's classic rock.
Any other movies you want to add to the list that made you cry like a little girl?
Yeah, of course, Brian's song, The Rookie with Dennis Quaid.
Why?
The scene where he gets picked to go to the show was tearful.
When he's in the manager's office?
Yeah, the guy goes, because you're going with him. Remember that scene when...
I want you to tell him because you're going with him?
Yeah, that tugs.
That made you cry?
Yeah, but of course the big scene that really gets me is when...
Now, did you get into a dumpster to cry?
No.
Were you watching it in a dumpster at the time?
No.
Oh, okay.
The biggest...
Hey, Choco, tell Abramos what you're doing right now.
Cleaning up your hair.
She's in here with Clorox wipes, and she's wiping down all your hair.
If there was chunks of it on the back of the chair yesterday,
Yeah.
I couldn't work because
I meant to bring in my lint brush.
I meant to bring in.
I got him out of there, most of it, Chuck.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I got as much as I could.
Yeah, that means nothing.
Yeah.
We give Chucko all the sexy jobs.
Why don't you bring in the vacuum, Abramowitz?
Yeah, blow it around.
I guess we don't have custodians in this place. We don't have people overnight who clean.
Yeah,
We don't?
evidently we do, but they're not allowed to touch anything.
They're not allowed to clean anything.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
It's
That's
some
the
kind of
job.
wacky
It's
union.
policy.
Yeah.
It's policy. What were you going to say? What other one?
The major scene in that movie, in The Rookie, is, of course, when his dad shows up, when after the game is over and he's talking to the reporters and he sees in the background his dad with the game ball.
Yeah.
That really got me.
Yeah.
Reminded me of my old Little League.
And your dad.
No.
Ooh.
You dropped the ball.
He
No
doesn't
one ever
deserve
has
it. Give
played
it to
that
someone
bad.
else.
I'm going to leave, Dave. You're going to have to walk home after giving up that game-winning home run. I got to go to school now. See
Do
ya.
you know that is the first story you ever told that made me go, oh, this is sad.
Messed up.
I
mean, lived quite a life.
True story.
I know, but you told it with such passion and you brought a tear to my eye just telling that story.
Thanks.
Dwelling.
Still brings a tear to my eye.
I know. I felt so bad for you.
I like to dwell on all my tragedies.
Well, he told it. I mean, he had us all gathered around his knee at my old house, and we were all sitting there and just like, that's terrible. Poor guy.
Now, I'm going to tell you a scene that gets me. I mean, it just kills me. And I don't want any laughing or finger pointing.
Excellent. That's exactly what we'll do.
I don't want any Lionel Barrymore.
No. You're safe here.
And I don't want any laughing.
You're safe
You can
here.
trust us.
The scene in Dumbo.
I know what you're going to say. I know.
Scene in Dumbo.
It's a friggin' cartoon.
It
you
doesn't
girl.
mean it's not tear jerking.
God.
Go
Go
when
ahead.
his mom's in.
Scene in Dumbo where mother is in jail.
You're safe here.
And she swings little baby Dumbo on her trunk
Yes.
and sings a lullaby to the little baby Dumbo.
Just like real life.
Kills
I
me.
know.
Kills me.
What a pussy. But go ahead. You're safe here.
Did you cry at that, Bromo?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
too.
Well, maybe a little. I know that scene pretty well.
It kills
Yeah.
me every time. How about you?
Didn't see
I
it.
haven't seen it,
I
David.
haven't seen it as well.
I don't have a television.
I don't have a television washing machine.
Yeah, what makes Boyer cry?
Yeah.
The time when he couldn't find his...
The puppy dog movie. What else? That's it, David. That's really it, David. There's nothing else.
I think.
I will. There's nothing else.
I think I got a little choked up at Hoosiers.
You watched a sports movie about
with, Gene
basketball?
Hackman. Yeah. It was
head catch on
something
fire?
that I inherited from, during a roommate.
What part of Hoosiers choked you up?
When he wins the championship and everybody loves him, and I seem to think
There was a dork who, the last kid made some free throws to advance them in the tournament. The scrub.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Hopper jumping up and down, maybe?
I don't remember. It was probably in my booze-addled brain that I started getting a little soft and weepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe, Barbara Hershey before she pumped up her lips with collagen. Nice.
Brandon, you're next here on the KGB. What's going on, Brandon?
Hi, how's it going, Dave?
I'm doing good, man.
Good. The Green Mile was one movie that made me cry. When killed the guy off and he hadn't committed the crime.
Yeah.
Also, when I was younger, when I first saw Remember the Titans, the part where the linebacker got in the car accident, that got me going pretty good.
Thank you, Brandon.
No problem.
Just want you to know after you hang up, I'm going to make fun of it, okay?
What's that?
Okay, see you later.
Thanks for calling.
The Green Mile was so stupid. Did you see it?
I never saw that either.
Oh,
Yes.
God. It had potential, and then they, fairy tailed it up.
It was a Shawshank wannabe.
It was just stupid. They have this guy who is being held in prison, and he's just
Big
enormous,
guy.
gigantic guy. And Tom Hanks runs this corps of prison guards at a special wing of the prison that they take you to when you're on death row. And basically, Tom's
Happy, feel good.
Well, Tom's mission is, look, I'm going to treat you like a decent human being. I'm going to have your last few days go out. Cool.
Right.
And they find out that this ginormous guy can heal people who are suffering.
That's cool.
And it's like, oh, this is kind of cool, Mm-hmm. You don't know that there aren't people on Earth who can, probably not, but that would be cool if it was true.
Right.
Your suspension of disbelief is going. And then they show him doing all kinds of stuff like sucking cooties out of people with his strong breath. And then they get to the end of the movie and the little teeny mouse is still alive 78 years later. Oh,
Come on.
stupid. Bromo loves that movie.
No, that the guy called before about the Titans thing.
Yeah.
I remember I cried in my martini about that. Years ago, I had a girlfriend, and she said, Emma, hey, I'm going to go to Blockbuster and rent a movie. And I said, yeah, hey, it was during football season, so I was all psyched up. I saw this poster. Yeah, rent Titans. Rent Clash of the Titans. So I'm into my martini, and she puts in the movie, and I see 10 minutes in, these guys are walking around with swords and medieval flags. Clash of the Titans is a medieval movie. Remember the Titans is a football movie.
It's a medieval movie.
So I cried into my martini over that one.
All right.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever had the wrong title and you've asked someone to pick it up and you're completely...
Shelley decided one time when her parents were visiting, let's watch a movie. Put in the film, and 30 seconds after the credits rolled, there's one guy...
It was My Own Private Idaho. I had heard a radio review of it. Yeah, this is pretty good. Stars Keanu Reeves. I'm in Oklahoma City for Christmas.
Where it's illegal.
Where it should be illegal.
That kind of
you
stuff.
thought you could trust the Bible Belt, but you can't.
Wow.
And we all sit down. Let's get some popcorn and let's sit down at Mom and Dad's house. Let's watch. We just watched some Christmas Carol movies. Let's just go ahead and watch this My Own Private Idaho.
Yeah.
The opening scene. Keanu Reeves is on his knees. And that's how they open it.
You know Brahma's going to rent that tonight.
Oh, gosh, I can't wait to get home and rent that.
I'm going to bed.
Hey, Blockbuster, you got that movie? That guy? Crud?
All right with that. I'm not going to watch a honker movie.
Dave, you're on a KGB. What's going on, Dave?
Oh, come on, Dave. There's only one movie where guys can cry.
Which one?
Well, the disturbing irony is that it was identified on one of the worst chick films of all time, Sleepless in Seattle. Remember The Dirty Dozen when Jim Brown is running past the open ventilator shafts?
He almost made it.
Down.
He almost made it.
And he's trying to kill all the Nazis and their whores. And then some German with an MP40 cuts him down before he gets to the end, and he can't get to the half track, and he dies. I can't talk anymore, Dave. Goodbye.
Nicely done.
Very nicely done.
Well executed.
Yes.
Jeff, you're on KGB. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey, Dave, I'm not a cupper or a clogger, but I'm a known crier.
All right.
Okay, I got 3 of them. One, Field of Dreams, where when he says, Dad, can we have a catch? That kills me every time.
How do you have a catch, though? I don't get that.
Stupid way to say it.
Yeah.
Let's play catch.
Let's play catch.
You want to have a catch? Have a catch.
What do you mean, have a catch?
And then John Q., where Denzel Washington takes over the hospital to save his boy for a heart transplant.
Right.
And the end of, I don't know the title, but it's the Melanie Griffith and Denzel Washington, where she's going to receive the Medal of Honor, and at the end, Denzel Washington lays his bronze star on her headstone while her daughter is getting her Medal of Honor. Kills me.
Anyone get a knobber in that movie?
No, but somebody did get blown up.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Take care.
See you later. Herb is joining us on the KGB. What's up, Herb?
Hey, Dave. Good morning. Love your show.
I love yours. What's going on, man?
I appreciate it. Hey, terms of endearment. When Deborah Winger's laying in bed in the hospital and saying goodbye to her kid.
Yes! It's
Kills
terrible.
me every time, buddy.
Yeah.
And when she doesn't have enough pain meds, and Shirley MacLaine is like, it's been 20 minutes, give her more meds. She's all freaked out.
I just don't like the whole flap. Flap bothers me.
Well, he was a bad guy.
Yeah, but just, what kind of name is that? Flap.
I don't know.
You'd change it. You'd go by Bobby. Philip. Or Steve.
Let me tell you something.
Or Billy.
Or Don.
Don?
But you wouldn't go by Flap.
Come on.
We can't even make fun of that name.
It's already fun.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Idiot. Hate it.
Uh-huh.
Love.
Paul, you're on the KGB. What's going on?
Hey, not much. Well, I got a good movie for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we talked about Old Yeller. Well, what about Where the Red Fern Grows?
Who here has seen Where the Red Fern Grows?
Not me.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Nicole got this and made us all watch it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
But the boy standing on the cliff burying in his 2 coon dogs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's horrible.
Very upsetting. Very upsetting.
It is.
Yeah. She's made me watch some weird movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. She made me watch some weird movie the other day. And she's like, it's some movie with trolls and gnomes, and there's some kind of flying dragon named Velcro in it, and I don't know what the hell.
Is that the Lord of the Rings?
If you don't love this, I don't believe you'll love it. And then you're watching it going, I don't love it. Liar! Yeah. All right. I'm not lying to you, kitten. Here comes Velcro the dragon.
Velcro? That's a stupid name for a dragon.
I mean, and it was just awful.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was called. She's way into animals. If there's an animal movie out there, she's got to see it.
Well, I like that too.
Yeah?
But they hook you and then they get you in and they always kill off the animal. And then I'm just a wreck.
It's called Circle of the Nim or Num.
Huh?
Or what?
Never heard of
The
it.
Circle by Your Bum.
Whoa.
I don't know what it's called.
That's a porno. Now, you should like that. Come on.
I don't remember what it was called, but she insisted.
Yeah, that you would love it.
Not only she insisted I would love it, but she would say that everyone here on the show has seen it. And she said, especially Boyer, he'll love it.
Haven't seen it, don't even know what it's about. It sounds like a 70s,
You'll love it.
early 80s movie.
Yeah. I can't remember it now, but anyway. Here's Bill. You're on KGB. What's up, Bill?
Hey, my first cry I remember, like you guys, was Brian's song. But recently, I've got 2 kids, and I, like you, Dave, have an animated flick which I skip past the first scene, and it's Finding Nemo.
Oh, that's a toughie.
You know, where Coral dies, eaten by the barracuda.
Yep.
And I even skip that scene for my kids because I don't want my kids to see.
It's a Disney movie. You know the requisite. The mother is going to get mauled by an attacker in
They
the first,
always hit the mom.
the opening
What's up
5
with
minutes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Bambi.
Yep.
You know, same thing. Hit the mom. Hit the mom.
I think
So
Walt
you
had
got
mother
this-
issues.
I think they just
Clearly, Walt Disney hated his mother.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, I think they just wanted to cater to the kids, the single parent families, and to show that you can live like that. But gosh, that gets me every time.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And now I'm getting email that says that movie sounds like The Never Ending Story.
Oh, I've heard of that.
You've heard of it, but have you
Yes.
seen it?
No.
She insisted that everyone here at the show would have seen it.
No.
The Never Ending Story. Have you seen it, Emily?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, I loved it.
The Velcro the Dragon, right?
Valcar, I think. Or
I think it's
something like
Velcro.
that.
It's not Velcro.
I think he has magical sticky powers.
They didn't name a dragon
I think they did.
fabric.
They did.
No, they
it's Velcro
didn't.
the Dragon.
I think you're completely cuckoo.
He sprays Velcro all over you, and then you're trapped.
Oh, my God.
You can't go anywhere.
You just stick to Boyer. Oh, no. That's terrible.
The Never Ending Story. Have you seen it, Boyer?
Yes, sir.
Apparently you did, and you loved it.
Oh, yes, I did. I mean, yes, I saw it and I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, she brought it up at dinner a long time ago, and I was like, no, I don't know it. And I got that, apparently I'm saying your mother's a whore look.
Sometimes I don't think couples should watch movies together.
Why's that?
I tried to make Mike watch...
Well, your choices suck.
Yeah, I wanted to watch The Big Chill. It's one of my favorite movies. Oh, my God. He was snoring within, before they even buried Alex.
Attaboy.
Good God.
Attaboy.
Honey, wake up. You're missing the best part.
Don't you love this part? They're playing the Rolling Stones on an organ in the church for his funeral march.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that neat?
Look, William Hurt
When do
does
they all
drugs.
die? Do they all die soon?
Look, it's a magical weekend for all of them.
Bunch of 80s yuppies getting in touch with themselves. When does Katrina hit?
You're such a romantic.
Those two movies should merge.
I was particularly disturbed when they went jogging and Kevin Kline had those shorty shorts.
They were, not...
His little peenie poking out. Come on.
Well, the point of that
The
was
meat
he was
gazer didn't like that?
giving
The meat gazer did
stock
not like
tips to
the shorty short
insider
jog.
trading is what
They
were
would just
doing
make
there.
your prime focus a little bit easier.
And Jeff Goldblum, quit touching people with your praying mantis arms. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
very bothered by that, huh?
And Behringer didn't even slam the chick.
Oh,
Frustrating movie, huh?
you mean
Big Tough
Sarah's
Velcro.
husband is what you're talking about?
No. The hottie with the uptight husband.
Oh, yeah. Well, he tried.
They were like high school sweethearts or something.
College
like that.
sweetheart
College
in
sweethearts.
Michigan.
He got her
Go
outside.
blue,
He
go
did
blue.
slam her.
No, he didn't.
He did. He had her
Nuh-uh.
dress up around her waist. Remember she had her fur coat on?
That wasn't a fur coat. This is back in the 80s. You gotta remember.
No, yeah, you're right.
Things were different. They didn't have
It was different.
Emily's laser doctor. All right, quick time out.
Yeah.
KGB.
Don't worry, you won't feel a thing
The DSC at night.
till I jam this down your throat.
KGB. HEB's Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw.
You guys are awesome.
With the Grand A Day giveaway.
Ed writes to us, I have a beautiful 2-year-old little boy.
Yes, I do.
Has severe nosebleeds at night.
Oh, no.
And he's going to have some blood tests.
Yeah.
Money's always tight.
Right.
But when you need to choose between bills and loved ones, it's even tighter.
Problem is that he can choke on his own blood. That's the problem. The doctor says you need to get some blood tests.
Will the $1,000 fix that for you guys?
Oh, yes, it will.
Well, hot dog, let's do it.
Oh, my God.
Get your helping hand up or tell us about someone who can benefit from $1,000. 101kgb.com. Keyword grand.
Sponsored by the Honda dealers of San Diego County.
1015 KGB.
In a BMW, you'll now be able to enjoy all kinds of new twists and turns with uncompromising performance. And that's just the radio. HD Radio. Discover it in a BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Musicians, you know green tags mean savings of not up to, but at least 50% off and more. But this weekend, you don't have to pay for a full year on total purchases as low as $4.99. It's Guitar Center's Green Tag Financing Event. Green tags mean huge savings. Special financing means no payments and no interest for a full year. We're talking deals in every department from all the top names. Fender, Marshall, Pearl, Tama, Roland, Peavey, and more. Guitar Center's Green Tag Financing Event. Don't miss it.
Live streaming online now at 101kgb.com.
Furnished by Mattress Discounters.
And now let's go to Kayla with the latest traffic update. Hey there, Kayla. How's it going out there?
Hi, Jason. It's another easy commute in San Diego. No accidents to report. The 5805 merge is wide open as usual. On the 8 and 15 freeways, I only see about, 10 cars. Every surface street in the entire county is free and clear. This is Kayla Gilbert with Traffic Watch.
What if everything was as easy as buying a Honda? Like driving a brand new Accord for under $200 a month. Right now, the Honda dealers of San Diego County are making it easy. For a limited time, you can lease the fuel-efficient 2007 Accord LX 4-cylinder automatic sedan for just $199 a month. It doesn't get much easier than that. Visit your Honda dealers of San Diego County today. Closed-end AHSC lease purchase plan at $199 per month plus tax and license for 36 months. $21.99 due at lease signing. Not all buyers will qualify. 15 cents per mile over 12,000 miles per year.
Beverages & More has a very good selection of California wines.
California wines are the best.
I like to experiment, and I like to find things I've never had before.
There's everything at Beverages & More.
Wines from Napa County.
Sonoma.
Russian River.
Santa Barbara.
It's this vast space jam full of wines.
I can usually find exactly what I'm looking for at a very good price.
Exceptional values of world-class wines.
Zinfandel.
Chardonnay.
Pinot.
Aisles and aisles and aisles.
The cab section is my favorite part of the store.
I like it all.
Head down there, you can find a bottle of wine that you'll like.
I'm very confident that I'm going to find what I want because there's lots of selection.
My favorite part about Beverages & More is enjoying the wine after I buy it.
It's an awesome place to shop for wine.
I'm John.
I'm Kimberly.
I'm Alex, and I shop at Beverages & More.
BevMo's California Classic Sale is here. Club Bev members save up to 40% on a huge selection of California wines, like Rumbauer Cabernet, just $35.99 Club Bev, and Chateau Souverain Chardonnay, just $9.99 Club Bev. Hurry in. Visit bevmo.com for a store near you.
While most talk radio spins, AM 1360 is a radio revolution.
This is something, man. This is our generation, man.
Independent thinking, progressive talk.
Yeah, that's it, brother.
Tune in, turn on AM 1360 KLSD.
BMWs have always had excellent radios. However, with the recent advent of HD radio, we realized we didn't have the ultimate radio. Until now. HD radio. Discover it in a BMW. The ultimate driving machine.
I'm afraid we're going to need another stool sample.
This is the DSC at night.
Not for medical reasons. My robot needs food.
1015 KGB.
Now, you just bought a new car. Did you get that 17-page survey? Or you're going to?
Oh, no, we walked out the door with it.
They gave it to you?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they do that? That's annoying. That is
Totally
very annoying.
Yep. And please, if it's not going to be a perfect score, let us know how we can make it perfect.
Why are you giving it to me if you don't think it's a perfect score?
Isn't our
don't
money
like
good
that.
enough?
I don't like that. I don't like those surveys.
Well, the dealers do it because the manufacturers require that they get a certain percentage of satisfaction. They change the pricing to the dealer.
But if I am at a place like, let's just say, a car dealership, I mean, I'm not there because I'm thinking about buying a car. I'm there because I want that car.
Right.
I'm there. I chose you.
Right.
You win.
Right.
Then you give me this satisfaction survey, and it makes my satisfaction go down.
Yeah.
Because, I'm just going to throw it away. And then if you call me and say, will you please fill out the survey? I gave you, like, a lot of money. A lot.
I signed a contract.
Yeah.
Is that not enough? And, I know what you're talking about because Mike was explaining to me that the survey used to be a good thing, but now it's been so corrupted, and there are some dealerships that will just offer to buy it from you before you walk out the door so that they can fill it out for you.
Ooh, I do that.
The thing that I find amusing about it is people will explain it. Well, we use this for this, and, well, this is how we get paid. And it's like, I don't care. Yeah. I'm not you.
Right.
I don't care.
Exactly.
I know that I gave you a lot of money, and I know that a lot of it stays in your pocket. There's profit in here somewhere.
That's the only reason you acted interested in me, and I know it. Yeah. I've had them call me on the phone at home because they have all your information, and I've also gotten surveys in the mail from cars that I had 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah. I got this survey from a car dealership, and I swear it had to be 7 pages long.
Yeah.
It's like, open your drawer. You've got my check.
Right. That's my stamp of approval.
That's it right there.
That's my policy. I give you money. I'm happy with you.
That's
I take
it.
the money back or
I'm
I
not
cancel
happy.
the check. I'm not happy.
If you open your drawer and my check isn't in there, then I'm not
Or if you open the door and it's bouncing up and down, then you know that I've stopped payment on it and I'm not happy
It's like
with
college
something.
tuition. You're paying for homework.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
like
drag.
the personal trainer where you pay her to kick your ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to go back to my happy place. Do we have another San Elijo Hills?
Dominatrix.
Someone's emailing me right now, I guarantee that to keep on. Well, you don't understand. And you're an asshole.
Well, that is true.
I know all that already.
Here's my delete button. I just have some anger in me. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you thought I cared.
Oh.
That's where we went wrong here.
I love the 1-800 phone call messages from the people you've
Right.
already given thousands right in the middle of American
I
Idol.
spent the better part of my Saturday with you.
And it picks up after 5 rings. Shut up! Sorry.
I can't
I've
even.
got some problems.
So do we all do. It's
I can't even remember what phone company I used to use because they changed so much. The minute you buy into one, it just got taken over
Our
by
new
Sprint.
name
It
is,
just got
yeah.
taken over by BlackBerry. That one just got taken over by Singular. No, that's AT&T. Now, I can't even remember which one it was. The very instant I switched over to Cox, they called me every day. Won't you use us? Won't you use us? The one that I had dumped.
That you dumped, yeah.
Why are you bugging me?
Never, never, never! Exclamation point now.
Yeah. You've guaranteed, you cemented my decision that I made the right move.
It's like you're in a parking lot and you see something in your windshield. I'll never go to that place. Unless it's a $100 bill.
Right.
It's 5%.
The flyers.
Why don't they ever send people out to the parking lot to put money under your windshield wiper?
5% off at the something you don't want to buy store.
Right.
Yeah. The bead store.
But inevitably, the people that you decide, okay, I've had enough. I'm not going to do business with them any longer. They've ignored me. They've given me crappy service, whatever. Then they love you. They're like bad, crazy girlfriends. When you dump them, then they start with all the good sex and all the good stuff.
We shouldn't be so negative. We should be positive about something.
I know, you're right.
You want to hear a good shopping experience?
Yes.
Good shopping experience.
Yes.
Nicole is over at Walter Anderson Nursery yesterday.
I love that place.
Glommer, let me tell my story, and then you can say, I have shopped there as well.
David.
She's over at Walter Anderson yesterday, and she's getting a bunch of fertilizer. And, I mean, it was a lot. She backed in the truck. I'm like, are we going to Oklahoma City or something? What are we doing with all this?
Doesn't she have horses? She can get that fertilizer for free.
So, anyway, she's backing in a load of stuff.
Nice.
And she says, they said, reach into the bucket and pull out whatever prize you want.
Oh.
And she's like, I don't have time for this. And, oh, wait a minute. There's a 20% off coupon in there. Now, that's a lot off.
That is a lot.
That's a lot off. And she's like, I can see that 20% because you're not supposed to peek. So I can see that one.
Yeah.
Whatever. Reaches and pulls in 20% off. And it was a big bill.
Sweet.
So that was cool, I thought.
Very cool.
Walter Anderson Nursery.
flying feet.
I like that place.
Let's get back to the negative.
He works out at my gym, and he's
Isn't
a
that
very nice
nifty?
guy.
Yes.
He's a good basketball player.
And he gets really sweaty.
And he drives a Scout.
Hey, David.
Wrong puppet.
Sorry. Confused my puppets, man.
And I bet he likes thongs, too, crud. And darn it. Heck.
Let's get a sports update with a chainsaw right now here on 101 KGB and Q1.
Good morning, thank you, David, and hello again, everybody. In the sports world, the San Diego State Aztecs launched their pursuit of a conference tournament championship tonight. Round 1, first round game, Colorado State. Aztecs favored by 4.5, 8:30, Channel 4. Aztecs need to win this tournament, the whole thing, to earn an automatic berth in the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. Anything short of that could doom the Aztecs, as they are a bubble team. 8:30, Channel 4, Aztecs. Yesterday, I chatted with Aztecs coach Steve Fisher, and during our analysis of the Aztecs prospects for the big dance, Steve told me about the time he was watching the movie Hoosiers. We were just talking about that. And it was during a time when he was exhausted, so he popped in. At the time, it was a VCR, VHS. And despite its relatability, you think Steve Fisher would love Hoosiers, right?
Steve.
Basketball, let me tell you something. Well, he fell asleep during Hoosiers. And he woke up towards the end, and he was very upset because he was worried he might see something that would spoil the story. You know how that goes.
Right.
Because who'd have thunk the underdog would win in a sports movie? So suddenly awake, Steve rewound the VCR.
I just gotta go back to the beginning again. It's been a long road to get here. It's gonna be a long road to get back, but I'm not gonna give up. I've worked too hard.
So even Steve Fisher cried at a sports movie.
What a setup.
Not really. Thanks to some dogged legal research that proved his alibi in a murder, a man in Los Angeles is getting a $320,000 settlement from the city. Juan Catalan, who spent nearly 5 months in jail, was cleared when outtakes from the HBO comedy, the Larry David, he's co-creator of Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm, outtakes from that show proved he was at Dodger Stadium when the crime occurred.
Wow.
Catalan was arrested for the May 2003 slaying of a 16-year-old girl. He told detectives, no, I was at a baseball game when that murder occurred. His defense lawyer could not find Juan in footage of crowd shots from the televised game, but the lawyer found out that the HBO comedy was shooting an episode at the ballpark that night actually.
Right.
Catalan turned up in the outtakes. Larry David walks right down the same aisle, and there he is, clear as a bell.
Hey.
The guy, and the outtakes were time-coded, proving that he could not have killed the girl 20 miles away.
Voila.
Someone else is now being prosecuted for the murder.
Lucky.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the National Bell,
I just think it's pathetic that we have childhood diseases and they have to have like telethons where people have to do weird stuff to raise money. Nobody wants to just cut a check. It's like, oh yeah, I'll give you some money if you want to dance for 72 hours. The money never goes where it belongs. Now, the new breakthrough now is they're going to start cloning people. Yeah, that's just what we need. They're going to clone people. They say it's good because people need like bone marrow transplants. So essentially, we'll all have like this clone self after a while. Just a guy for when you run out of stuff. Yeah, they just follow you around. They'll be missing a thumb, teeth, clumps of hair. We're not going to clone everybody. Look at Los Angeles. It's only the beautiful people will be cloned, like the skinny, beautiful people, and then it'll get 10 degrees colder in our atmosphere, and we'll die. Because skinny people in the cold, like you ever see a skinny guy cold day? They tremble like chihuahuas. And then you see a fat guy in a tank top, 9 degrees, he's sweating. Look at Titanic. Remember the boat goes into the icy cold waters? Little skinny Leonardo, dead. Final scene, Kathy Bates on a rowboat, coat open, eating a hot dog. You gotta clone the fat people. I called my grandmother yesterday. Where'd that come from? She picks up the phone. Oh, hello, dear. Hold on a second. I just stepped out of the shower. Oh. Let me go put some clothes on. I said, hey, Grandma, don't ever tell me you're naked again. Don't put a lot of clothes on. Let's put some more clothes on. I'm going to sit here and drink and try to forget you naked in my head. I'll never eat raisins again.
Basketball Association. 10 games last night. Atlanta Morissette at Washington. Philadelphia Cream Cheese Seattle. Rockets Ralph to Boston. Milwaukee talkied the Lakers. The Suns stroked Charlotte. Toronto tontoed Memphis. Miami Sound machined Chicago. Cleveland doctored Detroit. Utah pastied the Pacers. And Golden State johned Denver. In other sports, David.
Dear Dave, I'm probably the only person alive who has ever been brought to tears by an Elvis movie.
What?
An Elvis movie. Made a movie called Flaming Star where he played a half-breed. Dad's a white farmer, mom's an Indian. It's not your typical Elvis movie, as he only sings one song, and that was done with him only strumming a guitar. Anyway, at the end of the movie where he rides off to the sunset to die, it always brings me to tears. Guess I'm just a big puss.
Yes.
Signed, Bob. Okay. Elvis movie made him cry.
Wow.
That's puss.
Good help.
8:43. 18 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, bye.
This is the DSC at Night.
101.5
KGB. 101KGB.com.
Describe my world in 10 words or less. My world is trying to fit 25 hours into 24. Oh, I gotta run.
Whatever your world is about, AT&T can deliver it. Need to get things done faster? For as low as $14.99 a month, AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet is the fastest internet in San Diego for the price. It gives you the speed you need for faster connections to deliver all the things you do online. Working from home, paying bills, emailing family and friends, sharing photos, streaming video, shopping, downloading movies and music. And with connections this fast, you won't need 25 hours. No wonder we're the nation's largest provider of broadband DSL. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT or visit att.com. AT&T is the most complete provider for the way you live with TV, broadband, home phone, and wireless. The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Comparison of major broadband providers. Residential customers only. Requires qualifying AT&T local service. For details of additional charges and terms, call 1-866-416-6471 toll free or visit att.com/offer details.
Dude, is that from Carl's Jr.? Yeah, it's a buffalo chicken sandwich. Buffalo chicken? Yep. I didn't know there was such a thing. Oh, it's new, dude. So how do they do that? What? We'll get the buffalo to marry the chicken. Oh, no, dude, they don't have I mean, I wouldn't think that a little chicken would be attracted to a big, hairy buffalo. Chickens are so cute. Okay, here, let me break What does the baby look like? Oh, man. Is it like a little buffalo with feathers and a beak? Dude, it's just a different kind of chicken. A big hairy chicken? With horns? No, it's a sandwich that tastes like wings. Does this chicken lay big fuzzy eggs? No, dude. Oh, so the buffalo's the girl. Oh, interesting. That's a big girl.
A big, crispy chicken fillet dipped in buffalo wing sauce and topped with ranch dressing. It's like a plate of wings on a bun. The Buffalo Chicken Sandwich. New at Carl's Jr. For a limited time, participating restaurant.
Top 3 reasons I'm getting new carpet. Number 3, the puppy's officially potty trained. Good doggy. Number 2, styles come and go. What I've got left a long time ago. And the number 1 reason, I get plush carpet now and pay for it later.
Right now at the Home Depot, get special deferred financing and free measurement up to a $50 value on all professionally installed flooring. From slate and tile to hardwood and carpet. Only at the Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. Offer valid through March 14th. See store for license numbers.
It's madness at Kearney Mesa Ford. Check out all our March deals on KearneyMesaFord.com.
Got to do 6 or better.
I know.
Or
a cop thong.
He'll be
going down.
patrolling
I can't
Starbucks.
wait.
Yeah.
Patrolling for crime.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw present the Cranda Day Everyday Giveaway.
This is sponsored by the Honda dealers of San Diego County. We've collected a lot of money from the sale of our movies, which, by the way, we're proud to say will not embarrass any man by making him cry.
That's nice. Well, except for that one scene.
And we have brought back the Grand a Day Everyday Giveaway. Trying to fix someone's world. Someone who's having a hard time making ends meet all of a sudden, $1,000 will fix it. Let's do it right now. You ready? Here we go.
Hello?
You want to know why I think you're so cool?
Jay!
Do you?
I knew it was you. I knew it was. I was in the bathroom at work and it said ID restricted, and that was Emily, wasn't it?
Little sneak. Do you want to know why I think you're so cool?
Yes.
I will tell you in a second.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Excited.
Wait. Is this Mary Beth?
No, and that's not funny.
I got the wrong number.
No. No, I just won $1,000.
Here's what Susan writes to us.
Yes.
I'm a single. I'm a single working
I'm on the
mother,
radio.
and after 7 years at the same job, they've done away with our bonus plans.
Oh, no.
You work here at Clear Channel? This
I
was
love you guys.
This was my only way of making ends meet. As of today, I'm a month and a half behind in rent, and I only see it getting worse. Who are you talking to, Susan?
I was talking to my boss.
Your boss who took away your bonus?
The big jerk.
I know.
Mr. Jackass Pants?
But I just got my 3-day notice yesterday to move. I knew you would call.
I don't want you to move.
I don't want to move either.
I want you to stay put.
I have to. I love you guys.
See, wave a little money at a chick and all of a sudden she's in love.
I'll think of you on Steak and Knobber Day. How's that?
Hot dog. Now, you say you're a single mom?
Yes, I have a 17-year-old son. And we've always made ends meet, but lately we haven't at all.
Yeah, it can happen. And it sucks.
It's scary.
And it is scary.
Yes.
It's scary and it sucks.
Yeah, you've been to the job for 7 years, and I'm very comfortable. I love it. I just don't. It's scary.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get my son out there to work.
Yep. What is your young prince's name?
Michael
Michael.
Allen.
Oh,
yes.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy, and he doesn't deserve to, not have the new shoes and the bling bling, and
Yeah.
I'm just so excited.
Well, will $1,000 fix your world?
It will.
Then
All my landlady wants is $928, and I could stay another month.
Well, you're going to be today's Grand a Day, Everyday giveaway winner, Susan.
I love you guys.
But you know why you're so cool?
Why?
Because the Buckinghams wrote a song about you. And we're going to play it for you right now on the KGB.
Susan.
Okay, that's enough.
Is it?
Congratulations, Susan.
Sweet.
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
The Buckinghams did some cool songs.
I'd forgotten that one.
You hadn't heard Susan before?
Is it Symphony for Susan?
It's just called Susan.
Wow.
Here, check it out.
Susan, looks like I'm losing.
It says something in here on... Huh?
Go ahead.
Boozing, yeah.
Is there boozing on it?
It's got to be the next
Well,
line.
it says there's something in here that it's got the full version with psychedelia and drug references. Because apparently Susan's a junkie. Yeah, nice story about the rent.
Yeah.
And go blast it all on crack.
I'm losing my mind. I'm wasting my time. Susan, do you have to be confusing? I ask myself why you're saying goodbye. No other girl could ever take the place of you.
Okay, whatever. What's the matter? You don't know that song?
I do, and I hate it.
Oh, that's very negative.
Hate. Don't be
How
a
about this
hater.
one?
Yeah, so am I. Thank you very much.
Hey, baby, the plan I saw, the one we used to hear when we used to get along.
Same song.
Hey, baby, they're playing our song.
I know these words.
What a bunch of crackers.
Any others?
Oh, yeah, I like it too.
Oh, I know this one.
Kind of a drag.
Yeah, you know that song as well, David.
Kind of a drag.
It is the same song.
The Buckinghams will tell you the name of the song the instant they start singing. Every time.
Yes.
Here's the name of our song.
No confusion on Name Is Your Buzzer.
Yeah. Yeah. This one I don't know. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
What's it called, Chainsaw?
If I have to tell you, it's just, come on. Grow up.
If you have to tell me, you prove that you know it. Right. Yeah.
If you don't love me,
Oh, I know this song.
why don't you tell me? Instead of running around with all the other guys in town, can't you see?
Oh, this has a great hook to it.
This is a great song.
You're hurting me, don't you care? Don't you care? If you don't want me, why don't you tell me? Instead of telling lies and making me cry, can't you see? You're hurting me, don't you
That always makes it better.
Key change.
Chainsaw whips his blower out.
How can you resist?
It's a bugle.
Yeah.
Always makes it better. All right, give me a 60-second timeout. We're getting dangerously close to this morning's half-baked crackpot news here on 101 KGB and Q103.
CarMD.com. Have you heard about this? Everybody needs a CarMD. It's a handheld tester that you just put in the glove box until that little annoying check engine light goes on. 10% of everybody right this minute is driving with a check engine light. First of all, it becomes annoying. Then after a while, you live with it. You know, you adapt. You're like, I don't want to drop $75 to take it to a dealer to tell me that the gas cap wasn't on tight enough. CarMD is like having a mechanic in your glove box. You don't need automotive experience to benefit from CarMD. CarMD.com is where you get it. It's a handheld tester, and it can be used from the safety of the front seat and give you results in seconds. It works on all 1996 and newer cars, light trucks, SUVs, and minivans, foreign or domestic. Includes the PC software and lifetime updates. CarMD.com. That's CarMD.com or call 888-MyCarMD. CarMD is like having a mechanic in your own glove box. That's CarMD.com or call 888-MyCarMD.
DSC at 101KGB.com. That's our email address. And Dorothea wrote to me when we were talking about the movies that make you cry.
Yeah.
So this movie could make you cry. We sat down to watch the 2-disc set of this movie and thought it was the worst movie we've ever seen. Didn't understand it at all. We then realized we've been watching disc number 2 for the last 10 minutes. Trying to figure out the plot. That's tricky. All right, what kind of stories are we talking about today on your half-baked crackpot news?
Well, let's see. We have some talk about the war and talk about what they're going to do in Congress and talk about soldiers. Talk about a spy they found.
Hey, let's all be... what do they call the guys that sit around the war room and figure out what we're going to do
Advisors
in the war?
Strategists.
Strategists. I thought there was a name for it, but anyway, let's be the chief of the war here for a second here.
Okay.
Strategically speaking, do you think it's a good idea to tell the enemy when you're going to leave?
I've always questioned that because I know in the past we've told the enemy when we're going to bomb them, and I just think that gives them time to get out.
What do you think of the idea, though, in telling them, come X date,
Right.
we're out of here? Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea? My inner strategist says, no, you don't do that. But I'm interested in hearing why it's a good idea.
I would initially have agreed with you, but in this situation, I think we've been there so long, and I think that the Iraqi government is not stepping up to the plate and pulling their weight. And so I think I can see the benefit of that.
The pros are that it allows the government that will take over time to prepare for our departure. The downside is it'll prepare the enemy for a chance to have open season.
What if you did that in private? As our head of government to another head of government, look, on such and such a day, we're out of here. Don't tell anybody. Start getting your crap together.
Well,
I can see the benefit of that.
The don't tell anybody would get out because you'd have to communicate it to the entire infrastructure, David, and the public as well. Maybe not the public, but certainly enough people the jig would be up.
There always seems to be a leak. If anything's trying to be kept secret, there always seems to be some leak.
So we could play halvesies. We could say, keep the enemy in doubt while the infrastructure knows it's coming. How about that?
I guess I just don't. I don't see the upside strategically. I mean, when you go to war, what do you want to do?
Kill a guy.
Finish it.
You want to win.
You want to win it and
you
finish
want
it.
to win. Win means the war is over.
Right.
Means there's been a finish. So when you go to war, you want to win it. And I don't understand what the benefit is of announcing, because this is what Nancy Pelosi wants to do. She's
an idiot.
She's attempting legislation that will have 100% complete withdrawal, which I totally see the upside of that. I'm not stupid. By, I think, April of next year.
Yeah.
And I don't see what the advantage is of telling these guys, you know what? It's tough right now. Don't worry. In a year, we're gone.
Well, there's political motivations there that often contradict and conflict with
we're talking about human lives in the balance, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. And political well, that's why we're there, is political considerations, and lives have been cost. So, I think what Pelosi plus the setting up of the withdrawal has to go through a lot of planning and such, but mostly it's to appease the doves.
That's all it can do.
But now, what is the motivation for telling the enemy, well, we're sending 20,000 more troops in? Does that aid in their recruitment to say, hey, the game just got bigger?
Yeah.
Well, I see.
Come on over.
I don't see that as a problem. If you and I are in a boxing ring and we're duking it out and duking it out and duking it out, and I say to you, okay, Shelley, I'm going to knock you out right now. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna. It can't stop you. I'm sending 20,000 more troops. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. I don't see the disadvantage of that.
I'm saying I think it helps recruitment for these guys that are fighting their own civil war that we don't know nothing about.
Take them by surprise, right, Shell? That's what you want.
Well, yeah, if you're going to send more in, take them by surprise. Our president has announced, yes, we're going to send more in. Well, now all you're doing is telling the enemy.
You're telegraphing.
Hey, line up, get more of your guys together because we're sending more of our guys in. And I think that's equally fatal.
Chris Borey, I believe you had an opinion there just a couple of minutes ago. She's an idiot.
She's an idiot. Nancy Pelosi is clearly an idiot, and she is sacrificing the lives of Rockies and Americans for the sake of political gain.
How so?
Because she wants to come on out and tell everybody when we're going to be out of there. And all it's going to do is start a clock for people to go, well, in March of 2008, we can go in and raise hell.
Well, when we're gone, it's the same thing, isn't it?
They're raising hell now.
No, I mean, when we're gone, they'll know.
But you don't tell somebody when we're leaving.
That's telling we're quitting.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like Cher saying, hey, here's my secret wall safe. Listen, I'm going to be on vacation in July. Why don't you guys, come on in and...
Just like that.
Take whatever you want. I'm leaving the house. You just don't do it.
What does she have in there?
Yeah, it's a secret.
It's amazing that you would go to the vast fortune of Cher. Right.
I didn't understand that analogy.
I don't get that.
You don't
Cher's wall safe is a commonly referred to
yes.
military metaphor.
That's what Geraldo was looking for,
If you
right?
can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
You don't put a note on your house that says, I'm on vacation.
By the way, Boyer, Cher has a commentary for you're using her as an example.
That you are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my entire life. In the short time we've been together, you have demonstrated every loathsome characteristic of the male personality and even discovered a few new ones.
Wow.
You are physically repulsive, intellectually retarded, you're morally reprehensible, vulgar, insensitive, selfish, stupid. You have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell.
Hey,
you're not even interesting enough to make me sick.
Please keep going.
Would you like to be on the top or the bottom?
that come from Thomas Edison's original phonograph?
Yes, it does, David.
Chainsaw playing that from his record player that goes up to speed 78.
It's a close and play.
Look, you don't put a note out that says, I'm leaving, I'm on vacation. You don't tell the enemy when you're going to split. Yes, we're going to have to leave sometime. But and by telling people that we're leaving in March isn't going to advance the Iraqis anymore to get their act together. I have a feeling
what will advance them
that
to
they
get their
are
act together.
moving as quickly as they can. I'm not there, but I don't think that they are just sitting back on their laurels and letting everybody else do the work. I don't get that impression.
It's a tough thing to figure out, that's for sure. Sure hope those guys get come home soon, though.
I do too.
All right, Glomet. Can I have my own singular opinion about anything?
Who would not want
today?
that?
I want them to stay there as long as they want. In fact, if they want to move in there, I support them in whatever their choice is.
It's becoming the vacation capital of the world, Boyer.
I support them as well.
Shelly.news is next.
San Diego homeowners, if you've been waiting for the perfect time to refinance, this opportunity to save you money isn't just knocking at your door, it's pounding. The economy has just forced mortgage rates to tumble to their lowest point of the year, causing refinancing activity to explode. I'm Hayes Barnard, owner of Paramount Equity Mortgage, and now's the time to strike and nail down your chance to reduce your monthly payments and eliminate debt. Make a 5-minute call and let our mortgage bank's fresh new programs save you money every month. Remember, regardless of your credit situation, I'll guarantee to beat any written rate and fee structure, and there's zero out-of-pocket expenses. Call us right now, and I'll even pay for your home to be appraised. Paramount Equity is committed to saving our neighbors money. Call 325-2000 today. 619-325-2000.
Paramount Equity, lending with expertise. Paramount Equity Mortgage.
DRE number 0138-7775.
It is 11 minutes after 9 o'clock on the 101.5 KGB FM San Diego and KTMQ Temecula. Gunmen in Baghdad have opened fire on Shiite pilgrims. They wounded 2 of them, and they sent pilgrims and onlookers running for cover. This machine gun assault today is the second attack this week on Shiites. They're headed to Karbala for religious celebrations that start tomorrow. Meanwhile, the new U.S. commander in Iraq will get the 2,200 extra military police that he's requesting for Baghdad. The Pentagon approved that request yesterday. Defense Secretary Robert Gates says the MPs will be sent in to help handle the anticipated increase in detainees because of the Baghdad security crackdown now underway. Gates says there are early signs that security push is working. Meanwhile, House Democrats are set to unveil a plan today. It calls for U.S. troops to be pulled out of Iraq by the fall of next year. AP correspondent with that story now, Mike Gracia.
The proposed legislation would require the withdrawal of U.S. combat troops from Iraq no later than the fall of 2008. If Democrats follow through and present the legislation on the House floor later this month, it would be the most direct challenge to date to the president's war policies. House Democratic leaders plan on adding the measure to legislation providing the nearly $100 billion requested by the Bush administration for fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan. The conditions are being described as tentative until presented to the Democratic rank and file. Mike Gracia, Washington.
Meanwhile, the General Secretary of the National Council of Churches says the administration's troop surge in Iraq is unacceptable and threatens to widen the conflict.
The surge isn't acceptable. It doesn't seem like the president knows how to get out of the quagmire of Iraq. And I fear not only for Iraq, but for this spreading into Iran and other parts of the Middle East.
That's the Reverend Bob Edgar. He says the Bush administration's policy in Iraq is just not working.
Unfortunately, the war is going as well as the health care at Walter Reed, and it's going as well as their response to Katrina.
You're just negative.
And the Reverend Edgar says this administration is caught in a quagmire in Iraq.
It's time for us to move in a new direction, and I think the House and Senate, Democrats and Republicans need to work together to find a way out of this mess.
That's cute.
We'll pray for that.
I was almost listening to him for a second there. Who is that guy?
He is the General Secretary of the National Council of Churches.
All right.
The Reverend Bob Edgar.
You know, people can have some good opinions, some thoughtful things, but when they say Democrats and Republicans need to start working together, isn't that kind of like putting Titanic at the top of the list of all movies guys cry at? You just blew it. You just wrecked it.
Credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything beside excellent care for wounded soldiers returning home from battle is unacceptable, according to President Bush. He spoke to CNN en Espanol yesterday. The president promised the independent review group
Taco Bell
that he's formed will eradicate the substandard conditions at veterans hospitals like Walter Reed.
I put the commission together.
They're not going to understand you.
I put the commission together.
En Espanol, Jorge.
How do you say W in Spanish?
XY. I used to know.
You're so bilingual.
I used to know. ABC,
Oh, you're just going to sing a little song then for CNN in Espanol?
At least I'm speaking their lingo. Jorge here is not doing it on Espanol.
Jorge is not
Shelley,
in
why don't you
Espanol.
ask Barack Obama?
I put the commission together, a series of commissions to make sure that we fully understand the truth, fully elevate the problems, so we can solve them.
Elevate the problems so we can solve them.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
You know, I hold the record for most dong in one show.
I think he meant alleviate.
Bragger.
Al-Qaeda might have had a spy in the U.S. Navy. ABC's Jason Ryan reports from the Justice Department on an arrest that's been made.
A former Navy sailor has been arrested for passing military secrets to an alleged Al-Qaeda operative who ran extremist websites. Hassan Abu Jihad was charged with terrorism offenses and mishandling defense secrets for passing information on U.S. warships in April of 2001 to Babar Ahmed, an accused Al-Qaeda fundraiser in the United Kingdom. The secrets included details about the movements of U.S. warships through the Straits of Hormuz, including information about the ship's vulnerabilities. The former sailor was arrested in Phoenix, Arizona, but will face trial in Connecticut, where the U.S. attorney is running the investigation. Jason Ryan, ABC News at the Justice Department.
Meanwhile, the Christian Coalition of America says they are ready to help another conservative win the White House next year. Roberta Combs leads the Charleston, South Carolina-based group, and they say they have a mailing list of 2 million people, but the organization has struggled with debt. Religious conservatives trying to find an acceptable presidential candidate. Well, let's look. There's former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, but he favors abortion rights and domestic partnerships for gays, and he's got a messy marital history. Then there's former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney, but he's a Mormon, and he has shifting positions, and that concerns Christian fundamentalists. And then Arizona Senator John McCain has criticized Pat Robertson and Jerry Falwell in the past. Combs says her organization's $1 million debt should be erased this year. There is a new poll out that gives Rudy Giuliani the lead in 2 of 3 swing states for the 2008 presidential election.
I got a poll out.
Peter Brown says it's still unknown, though, how other voters feel about another Republican in the White House.
The soprano Nick. Poll out and Peter Brown, huh?
I couldn't have written it any better.
The question is whether voters, when they're looking to the future, will look more to what a candidate, whether the Democratic Republican would be like as president,
Interesting.
or they will look past and say, well, we've had a bad Republican president, let's just try it.
All right, thank you.
You'll like this one. More fallout from the arrest of that astronaut last month. Lisa Nowak was fired by NASA yesterday in the wake of charges she tried to kidnap a rival for a fellow astronaut's affection.
Well, I guess we're not allowed to be insane anymore, is what you're saying at NASA.
ABC's Mike Von Fromd has details.
NASA insists that its NASA insists that its firing of Lisa Nowak does not reflect on her guilt or innocence.
No.
But her toughest days may remain ahead of her. She faces 2 felony counts from Florida prosecutors and possible disciplinary action from the Navy. She's also the mother of 3 whose 19-year-old marriage is breaking up. Being an astronaut may well be the least of her problems. Mike Von Fremd, ABC News at the Johnson Space Center in Houston.
He's drunk.
Cool. We should be.
Dear Dave, I am totally on board with you on that scene with Dumbo, and his mom is in jail.
So sad.
She swings him on her trunk and sings to him. My eyes started to tear when you were just describing it. I cried my eyes out, too. But I'm a chick, puss boy.
Thank you.
Wipe your eyes, baby.
Thank you.
Lorelai.
Oh, wow.
No love there.
She's just conflicted in her love for you.
I don't think I've ever been called a puss by a Lorelai before. That'll wreck your day. Round 2. Shelley Dunn's Crackpot News next. It's KGB and Q103.
San Diego. Dave, Shelley, Chainsaw. We'll be right back. KGB, Shelley, and
Are you 100% fully satisfied with your phone service? I know I wasn't. And that's why I checked out what was going on over at Cox. That's right. Cox. The same company that gives you your high-speed internet or your great high-def cable is also in the telephone business. And did you know that right now you can switch to Cox Digital Telephone? You'll get reliable phone service from a local company that you can trust. You know, if you have a question, you're going to talk to someone right here in San Diego. You won't be routed to New Delhi. Right now, you get the Cox nationwide connection package. You get unlimited local, unlimited long-distance calling, all your favorite calling features, and keep your telephone number, and your bill's going to be $39.95 every month for 12 months. You'll know what your phone bill is going to be for the next year. It's a pretty good deal, and it's cheap as hell. It's your total communication solution. I'm a customer. I wouldn't steer you wrong if I didn't like them. And if you add Cox Digital Telephone to your current Cox services to complete the Cox combo, you could get 2 free tickets to a Padres game while supplies last. It's a great deal, folks. Check out more of them online, coxsandiego.com. We got AI sound from last night?
Yes.
Chicks on last night on Idol.
Good stuff.
Chainsaw and I are in agreement.
Yes.
The only reason to watch is to see what Antonella Barba does.
We're going to have her on.
She stunk.
Terrible.
Simon just kind of shook his head and said, "You're at the end of the line, sister.
Ouch.
You've gone as far as you can go."
Oh, no.
So that's really got to encourage the people at votefortheworst.com to continue poisoning. I mean, I don't like it just because it screws up what is a good thing.
Right.
But it makes me want to go to votefortheworst.com and vote for the worst.
Spend your money there.
That's why
I want to keep Barba on the show.
That's why I watched last night.
Yeah.
As soon as she was done stinking up the joint, I went to bed.
That's what I did too.
It was great. Who wants to watch the rest of the show where it's like, okay, marginal talent's getting, okay, pretty good. Maybe next week. Good luck. That's it.
Well, you guys like the auditions best anyway.
She's
all
the only
horrible people are
compelling
there.
figure on the show. Figure.
Except the big fat guy, curly-headed guy.
I do like the 2 fat guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the curly-headed one.
And I like Blake,
voice.
the guy who scats. All right, what are we at?
Well, we talked about this earlier this morning. Our Starbucks, where we get coffee every morning. 3 employees there robbed at gunpoint last night. San Diego Police Sergeant Jimmy Shore.
Jimmy!
Says it happened about 10:15 at this coffee shop in the 3600 block of Murphy Canyon Road.
2 black males entered the business and confronted the 3 female employees at gunpoint.
He's a cop.
They forced them into the back room and had the manager open the safe.
Well, don't worry about being a customer there, and don't worry about working there. Our friends, Jeff and company, they've been our friends for a long time. Tomorrow morning, I have a strong feeling that Abramowitz will be patrolling the perimeter in his police thong.
Yes.
We could even give him that Red Ryder BB gun.
No.
Probably
I don't
not.
think we're going to arm Abramowitz. That's a bad idea, Chris Boyer.
Yeah, that
you
is
just
bad.
you just had a very bad idea.
That's Chindogian worthy.
He
could get shot that way.
He will be patrolling the perimeter, scaring away scallywags and ne'er-do-wells.
You know, I just wish, and who wants them in your coffee? I just wish he had not let the hole in his nipple close up, because we could have pinned the badge right there.
Who says we can't do it again?
Sweet! I love that. Well, anyway, the bad guys got an unknown amount of cash. Jimmy Shore says none of the female workers were hurt. They have a good description of just one of the guys. He's in his 20s, about 5'8", 150 pounds, wearing a dark gray hooded sweatshirt, but I'll bet he's changed by now. He also had on gray sweatpants, a black and white bandana, and black shoes. Have you filled up your gas tank recently?
Yep.
Good times.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a bit of a sticker shock. Gas prices are on the rise again. ABC's Alex Stone says especially right here in Southern California.
Goody. Many of the gas stations here in L.A. have gone back over the $3 mark for regular unleaded. The Automobile Association blames it on a refinery explosion in Texas. But whatever the reason, drivers like Lynn Wiley are feeling the pain.
But I was going to get a full tank, and I decided, get a half a tank.
In fact, according to one study, gas prices here in the L.A. area are 12 cents higher per gallon right now than the rest of the country.
Wow.
Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The only thing that can take away the pain are the contestants from American Idol last night. Let's start with Jordan Sparks.
Heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me.
She was pretty good. And she's got a good rock star name.
Gutsy, yeah.
Jordan Sparks.
Yeah. Get the note.
Yeah, she was pretty good.
She's 17 years old, and here's what the judges had to say about her.
It's like a different show when the girls come, man. That was, way to start out the night. All of that. It wasn't your best performance, but it was dope. There were a couple of pitchy spots, but it was still dope. And it was still better than all the boys last night. I'm like, what's going on? It's girls' time, baby.
Yeah.
Randy also last night, it was either last night or the night before, took the opportunity to remind everybody that he played bass for 5 minutes with Journey when they recorded their worst album ever. Back in 1986.
Nice.
Thank you, Randy. We all get it. You used to be in Journey. Nice. Shelley's favorite band.
How could you tell their worst album ever? But anyway, let's go on to Antonella Barba.
Well, no, wait a minute. Was that hurtful to the guys?
Yeah. Do you think Steve Perry cares?
Huh?
You are impugning the integrity of the Journey oeuvre.
That's right. I think they suck.
I like Journey.
Hey, Dave doesn't like the Doors. They're bands we don't like. Journey's one of mine.
Yeah. All right, who's this?
Antonella Barba.
Horrible. You're gonna find yourself some way, somehow.
Wow. That sounds better than it did last night on TV.
It does.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Doesn't sound as bad right there.
Well, Simon hated it, and he says, Antonella, you've gone about as far as your talent can take you.
Yes, sir. You've gone about as far as you can go.
The reality is, and I think you know this yourself, which is you are surrounded by some pretty amazing girl singers. And I don't know how much more you can do, to be honest with you, because I don't think your voice is going to get any better.
Wow. But then Simon did address those racy pictures that are supposedly of Antonella that have been posted on the internet.
Not supposedly. They are.
They are definitely her. Well, anyway, Simon said, hey, I like the way you've handled it.
I feel for you because you've taken a lot of stick in the media. I think you've handled yourself well throughout. Yeah. And I don't think anyone should be put in that situation. I do.
Well, here is contestant Haley's Scarnato. Simon didn't care for that either.
I thought it was horrible.
Oh.
Just horrible. I really did. I thought it was like some terrible, ghastly high school musical performance.
Oh, no. That's sad. Now let's go on to Lakeisha Jones.
You know what I can't stand about this show, I really don't like about it, is that the producers are encouraging Randy Jackson, who knows nothing,
right,
and Paula Abdul, enough said,
exactly,
to feign disgust whenever Simon offers his opinion. And if I was the producer, I'd be like, look, shut up.
Right.
Because the instant he starts saying, it wasn't my favorite, Paul and Randy. Oh, how can you say that?
Because it was crap.
Yeah,
is what
I know.
he should answer. Yeah,
And they're getting in the way of the best part of that show.
Yes.
I agree. Well, here's Simon after Lakeisha sang.
Passion, talent, believability.
Yo.
And I have, and of course the yo factor. And just picking up on what I mentioned last week about the outfit, Lakeisha. Tonight, you look beautiful.
All right.
Now, we couldn't find Melinda Doolittle, and I think that's your favorite.
No.
No. USA Today is calling her an early front-runner in my book.
I don't have Antonella Barber is my favorite by far. No question. She's the only one I care about.
She performed, they call it a raunchy version of Peggy Lee's I'm a Woman. Maybe that's why they wouldn't put it on the AP wire for us. So anyway, that was American Idol last night, and I guess they eliminate some of them tonight. Moving on to The View.
Yes.
Chainsaw. Rosie O'Donnell will make a personal revelation on tomorrow's episode of The View, and I think it's going to be
Topics you want to hear coming up live on The View.
Friday's hot topic on The View will be Rosie O'Donnell's depression. She'll reveal in a pre-taped episode that she became depressed after the Columbine shootings in 1999. She felt as if it had happened to her own kids. O'Donnell couldn't stop crying and stayed in her room with the lights off. 2 things have helped her get better. Antidepressants, which won't please her buddy Tom Cruise, and inversion therapy, which involves hanging upside down for up to a half hour a day. I'm Michael Weinfeld.
That's why Ruth goes upside down all the time.
That's right.
Makes her feel better.
It makes her depression go away.
When Rosie was hiding out in behind closed doors and crying all day, that was the greatest time in American television.
It really was.
It was the greatest.
And when I first heard Rosie O'Donnell's depression, the first thing I thought about was the big chasm or asthma leaving the cushion on the sofa.
Yeah, shouldn't make fun of anyone's depression, but she is just so welcoming everyone's shots because she says stupid things. She says stupid, thoughtless things.
Takes shots at other people, too.
And she thinks she's such an expert at everything, unlike us who are.
Exactly.
We really are. Because we know our junk.
Word.
But she called American Idol a racist organization.
Oh, because they
kicked off a black girl a couple years
Right.
ago who worked on a porn site.
Right, and they won't kick off.
And they said, well, why don't they kick off Antonella Barber? Well, because Antonella was just goofing around with some friends, and then they put her pictures without her knowing up on the website. That's the difference. And that's when Rosie said, well, I think they're just racist. How about that? So the producer of American Idol said, I really hate to have to comment on this because Rosie O'Donnell is obviously just trying to get herself in the media. But we're not a racist organization. Here's exactly why we did that. And by the way, The View, you're no longer allowed to play any of our clips of our show ever on your show again.
Shot in the foot.
Yeah,
Good.
right. Good for him.
Good.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're real happy with Rosie O'Donnell.
I'm a Meredith guy. You say you tag me with The View.
Yeah, well, you know what? She's gone.
I'm a Meredith Vieira.
She's gone.
I know.
Yeah.
And so I'm off The View.
Oh, no more View?
No.
I have an alternative for you, though, because I know that you liked another former member of The View, Star Jones Reynolds. And
I
she
did
has a
not
new
like
gig.
Star
Yes,
Jones.
you did, Jane. You did. You love her. And ABC's David Blaustein reports from New York.
Star Jones Reynolds isn't just happy to be back on TV.
Yeah.
She's happy to be back on TV where it all started.
This is by far the greatest homecoming for me.
Jones Reynolds was one of Court TV's first guest commentators when the legal network launched 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Now after her messy media divorce from the...
Star Jones going to convince us that she's happy on Court TV, not on The View.
She'll do a one-hour show later this year.
I wanted to
And that her
return
husband
to my
wasn't
roots
gay.
practicing law and making the law.
Who watches Court TV?
No, as far as her former colleagues at The View are concerned.
I wish them the best. I hope that they do the same for me.
David Blaustein, ABC News, New York.
More people watch the Weather Channel than they watch Court TV.
I see Nancy Grace on a lot at the gym, though. I don't know why.
Well, I saw it on at Baja Betty's when I was there for lunch because they were watching the kooky Anna Nicole Judge.
Yeah.
And he was funny. I mean, that was more entertaining than just about everything that was offered, but that's few and far between.
Back to American Idol for a second here. The guy that I said now is trying to make himself look like Antonella Barber and is succeeding. The precious boy.
Yes.
Stop
His
it.
name is like Sanjay or something like that.
it
He's
is.
depressed. Straightened his hair.
He's in Johnny Quest, I think.
They said, tell us something. Here's this guy. Tell us something that people don't know about you. Well, this may come as a surprise, but I know how to hula. I know how to hula dance.
Oh, my God.
I took 4 years of hula dancing.
A guy.
A guy. And then they showed him hula dancing. And first of all, unless you're extraordinarily gay, why do you want people to know that you took 4 years of hula dancing?
Thank you.
And secondly, I can hula dance better than him.
Oh, let's see.
Get up.
I'm serious.
I'm riveted.
He looked like a guy who's never taken a lesson in his life, and he's done it for 4 freaking years.
You know, I'll admit to like 4 minutes after that Mai Tai fest on...
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Who hasn't gone, a hula? That is exactly how much talent that guy had.
I was at the Kodak tour show on
I took 4 years of hula dance.
Did he have a coconut bra on?
No.
Aw.
No, he's just insane. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay, moving on. If Heather Mills doesn't have an amazing personality, something tells me she's going to be unpopular as a contestant on Dancing with the Stars, because even though her one leg should make her a sympathetic favorite, her divorce from Paul McCartney is making her look like a total shrew.
Well, I don't see why. Have they come up with some sort of dollar figure?
Yeah, the British tabloids say
Boyer,
Heather...
do you know what it is?
I don't.
Heather's filed court papers, and they say she's going to need Paul to pay her $20,000 in spousal support every day.
For the rest of her life.
Kill her!
$7.3 million a year.
Kill her!
Why did she just keep her one leg closed?
That's it. She can't close her leg.
Yeah, if she could just cross her stump. $20,000 a day for the rest of her life.
Who needs that kind of money?
Me too.
Me.
Who goes?
And yes, I'm blondie. Yes, I am.
You couldn't spend $20,000 a day.
too.
I didn't. You didn't ask me that. You said who needs it? Me. I'd have just walked up to you one day and go, "Here's $100,000." But no, you had to cut me out of my little fantasy.
I'll take it.
You can have it.
Thank you. Do I get my $100,000 that you were going to give me plus his?
Sure.
Yeah, the cute beetle has plenty of money.
I'll spend that money.
Well, what did she do to deserve it besides, getting knocked
open up her
by
stump.
him?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Did she get knocked out? They have a kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Little baby girl.
What the hell?
$20,000 a day for the rest
Every
of
single
her
day.
life.
Please deliver
I know
some
people who
cash.
don't make that in a year.
Paul, where's my $20,000 check? It's Tuesday.
You got to pay her in dimes. What a two-bit whore.
Oh, that's 25
No, she
cents.
wants a lot more than 2 bits, actually.
Liar whore, and you know it. She knows it.
And engineering.
What did she do? She went from porn movies and boning rich guys
You ought not talk that way.
to a lifetime support system.
But I would like to point out that it's not your money. And it doesn't hurt you no matter how much she gets.
It sets a bad precedent.
Yes,
but
for
you're
all the
never
other-
going to get married.
for
You're
all the
never
other
going to
near
get married.
billionaires.
You're never going to
Yes.
join a rock group from England. You're never going to be the cute beetle.
You're never going to be married.
You're never, ever going to get married.
You could be George.
You're never going to knock anybody up because you have a
George.
vasectomy. So
Yeah.
why on earth?
Why does this upset you so?
I have powerful sperm chainsaw, and I can only hope
God.
that the clamp and cauterization
Burst through the
stays
clamps.
intact. Yeah.
Jack Bauer sperm.
Boyer's little sperm right now in his vast deference. They've got that big telephone pole sideways. Trying to break through the castle doors. We're getting in.
He puts the ram in rod, David.
Well, it's not like you're going to impregnate your sock. I mean, come on. It's not going to affect you.
That's where the sock goes. They go to Boyer's house.
I mean, you're not dating anyone right now. So even if the sperm break through with a battering ram, it's not going to hurt you. Your money, your fortune is not going to be touched.
I had an embarrassing moment at my grandfather's house. His
Oh,
wife
God.
was doing my laundry.
Oh, no.
Why are there only 5 socks in the laundry? I don't know. What is wrong? What happened to your 6? I don't know. It must be disappeared somewhere. I don't. Where is it? Let's
It was
go look
used
for the
as a
sock.
receptacle for my spermless semen.
Where is the sock? I do not know. We must look under the bed. We must find. It must be here. It's an even number. Don't worry. I wore one twice.
And grandmother's from Germany?
She's actually a French lady.
That was a dead-on frog accent there, man. It was dead on. I thought you were Catherine Deneuve for a second. What else do we have?
Well, there's an engineering grad student putting his degree to good use.
John Cornwell's designed a beer-tossing refrigerator, an icebox that can catapult a beer can 20 feet to his couch with the click of a remote control. Says it took about 150 hours and $400 to create his masterpiece. The beer-tossing fridge can launch 10 cans before it needs to be reloaded, although he managed to launch a couple of 24-can cases during the Super Bowl. Cornwell hopes to mass-produce his idea, but so far, no takers. Todd Starnes, Fox News Radio.
Thank you, Todd. No ticket matched all 6 numbers drawn for the California Lottery's Super Lotto Plus game Wednesday night. That jackpot now rolls over $57 million. But the winner of the Mega Millions lottery jackpot did step forward, at least one of the winners, to claim his half of the record $390 million prize. His name is Ed Neighbors of Georgia. He's a truck driver. He held one of the winning tickets. Steve Osunsami is in Dalton, Georgia, in front of the convenience store. What a Tony gig, where the ticket was purchased.
What am I playing?
Number 23.
There is no number 23.
Oh, crap.
Michael Jordan.
There is no 23.
Well, there will be in the 7 seconds that the delay takes to...
Who's loading your news?
Chucko.
I'm loading a weapon.
Would you like to move on?
I just heard an I am. I don't have it.
Yeah. An elderly Massachusetts woman has been mauled in her home by one of her own show dogs, sadly. Police say Shirley Schlager was treated for serious injuries after being attacked by one of her 5 blue terriers. And it took the cops almost an hour to corral the frightened 45-pound Kerry Blue Terrier after the attack. But my favorite animal story of the day, from Calcutta, India, when his chickens started disappearing, a farmer in India thought dogs or possibly jackals were to blame. So you can imagine his surprise when he discovered the culprit was one of his own cows. The farmer got up early and caught the chicken-eating cow in the act, chicken in his mouth. Wow. A local vet says he never heard of a cow turning into a carnivore. He says cows eat grass and other vegetarian food, but not chickens. The farmer and his calf have become local celebrities in the village about 150 miles southwest of Calcutta. Hundreds of people have flocked to the farm to see for themselves, and the man and his cow have been on television in India.
All right. Is there anything else?
That's it.
Did you didn't have the John Popper story. Do you guys remember who John Popper is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Blues traveler.
Yep.
Big, gigantic, fat guy.
Yep.
Lead singer and harmonica player. So you know I love him.
Big fishing vest with about 1,800 harmonicas stuffed in it.
He was arrested after he was pulled over in a car going 111 miles per hour.
Uh-oh.
Washington State Police. Popper going 111 in a black Mercedes SUV. They found a cache of weapons and a small amount of pot. Cop dog searched the vehicle, finding numerous hidden compartments containing 4 files, 4 rifles, 9 handguns, a switchblade.
Good Lord.
Taser gun, night vision goggles. Wow. And Popper, who's the owner of the vehicle, which was being driven by another guy, the vehicle also had flashing emergency headlights, a siren, and a PA system. So he's got 4 rifles, 9 handguns, switchblade, taser, night vision, emergency headlights, siren, speaker system, and a bag of pot. How come, John? What do you need all that?
Going to the beach?
He had these installed in his rig because, quote, in the event of a natural disaster, he didn't want to be left behind.
That's the best he could do.
And wherever he goes, he has to go 111 miles an hour.
God.
So he's got some charges up against him there when the cop found him. Hey, have you guys watched Departed yet?
No.
No.
And we have it, too. We just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've got like a curse on this movie. We're about a third of the way into it. But when you watch it, I want you to pay attention to the dialect. The movie is set in Boston. And so this is a real rich opportunity for Matt Damon to wheel out the thick Boston accent that made him so famous in his first movie about math.
Right.
But pay attention. Martin Sheen is in this movie. Mark Wahlberg is in it. Jack Nicholson. And they all talk like this, except when they have to say the short word for a police officer. It's the only word that they work on their Boston accent.
Right.
Martin Sheen will be sitting there. He's like this head police officer. And he's like, well, you know, the reason that we called you in here today is because you're a co-op. And, you know, we've got a special undercover co-op program for you to work on today. After all, this is what you signed up for when you decided to be a co-op. I mean, that's all they do. Mark Wahlberg plays this bad cop, and that's all he does. I'm going to come over there and punch you in the face because I'm a co-op.
God.
I'm telling you,
annoying.
It's so distracting.
Yeah.
I'm a co-op. The hell are you from? And that's all of that observation that I have for you.
I thought it was well done.
Fabulous.
Thank you very much.
Easier if they just called him the Fuzz.
I mean, if you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
Beg your pardon. Chainsaw Sports next. I'll say thanks to Abramowitz for sitting in for Ruth 66, ailing today. We were at one point dropping everything we did to go find her, but turns out that she and Emily had spoken early in the day, and she's just not feeling good. That's what's going on with Ruthie. Clearly, though, Ruth's absence very seriously disturbed the flow of the show, at least in the first half.
Absolutely.
Very difficult. Who knew that Ruth was the key Jenga piece in the puzzle? I think, selfishly, I thought I was.
No. Kidding?
And now we're all fired. Okay.
That's funny. Hey, what was for dinner last night?
Last night, chicken on the grill.
Nice.
And some carrots.
Is that grill working better since you set the grill on fire?
Yes, it
That's
is.
a very difficult thing to do.
It is.
Get that all hooked up?
Well, you have to freeze the chickens and then put them on the hot flame, and then they melt, and that starts a little fire, and then it becomes a bigger fire. Yeah. Takes skill.
Boyer, what was the dinner menu last night? Heated up something from Costco.
You know, I think I came home and I just had some Chex Mix.
Nice. By hand? Or did you actually...
Standing over the sink bowl?
Lift up
Pour him
the
into
bowl
his
and-
pie hole.
Yeah, you pour it up.
I put it in a cup, a paper Dixie cup.
Nice.
That I bought from Costco.
That I bought from
In
Costco.
bulk.
Where I got the chocolate Chex Mix. It's chocolate Chex Mix. It's delicious.
Like a hockey player drinking beer out of the Stanley Cup.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
They call it Chex Turtles or something, and it's peanuts and it's chocolate and it's got a little bit of the salty pretzels in there. Oh, it's wonderful.
How about you, big boy?
Breakfast for dinner.
Oh, I love breakfast for dinner.
Welshire dry rubbed organic bacon, the entire 12
Where do you get it?
ounces. At Jimbo's, David.
All right, I'm getting some of that.
And 3
Whole Foods has
eggs.
it.
3 dirty eggs. Followed up in the bacon.
What's it? Oh, dirty
Over
eggs.
easy?
Over easy.
God. Oh, I love that.
Oh, God.
Now, this bacon that you speak of,
Yes, sir.
is it packaged or is it something you get out of the deli case?
It's packaged.
I gotta go.
It's Welsh. Should I bring you some someday? Yes.
No.
is the
Such a
answer.
I'm
difference.
gonna hold my breath. I'm just gonna get some. I'll be up in Escondido today.
All right. God, it's so good. The whole house, you have to open the windows, turn on the fan, whatever. It's
Why?
Because
Just enjoy it.
They should make a Renews It out of bacon.
It's a scent. Yeah. It's awesome.
They should make a Renews It that smells like bacon and campfire.
Oh. Campfire by Calvin Klein.
A crisp fall Illinois morning. Coffee, campfire, and bacon. And
Yeah.
just a hint of Dad's Lucky Strike.
Oh, that ruins it for me.
LSMFT, baby.
LSMFT, David.
It means fine tobacco, David.
I'd buy that Renews It. Remind me of the old days. The old days camping with my family with a tick on the scrotum. Oh, yeah.
Or you could just brew some
Good
coffee,
times.
light a cigarette, some bacon, and put a tick on your scrotum yourself. You won't have to buy the Renews It.
That's too much effort. I'd just rather spray a
Lazy.
can. Spray a can.
Lazy, lazy, lazy.
It's hard to get that tick to go back on the scrotum.
On command.
You can lead a tick to scrotum, but you can't make them bite. It's the old saying, Shell. It's in the Bible.
That.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Right.
Sleep Train San Diego, your ticket to a better night's sleep. Now, if your mattress has seen better days and you're not sleeping as well as you used to, well, then it's time for you to head on over to Sleep Train. Right now, you're going to sleep free until 2008 on your good credit. That's when you pick up any Sleep Number bed by Select Comfort, Tempur-Pedic, Simmons Beauty Rest, Sealy Posturepedic, or even Stearns & Foster. So no down payment, no monthly payments, no interest for a full year. Sleep Train, it's the only place here on the West Coast where you can shop and compare all those great names I just told you about. You get the lowest price guarantee, and now, good credit means no paying until 2008. Free same-day delivery, free setup of your brand new bed. None of that, hey, we'll be over sometime next week between 12 and 12. Wait for us. No. Sleep Train, they shake your hand on the way out the door and they say, we'll see you at your house. Let's race. (888-570-1015) is a direct connect here at the KGB. Seen on high definition on Cox Channel 4, Sam the Cooking Guy.
Oh, Sam.
What's up,
Good morning,
Sam?
everybody.
How you doing, buddy?
What the hell's going on there? Chex Mix over the counter?
Yeah, that's him. That's what was his dinner.
It was delicious.
Is this him?
For God's sakes, I've made a career out of making crap easy. You got to do better than that, brother. Come on now.
And that is true about Sam's show. It's kind of a guy's cooking show when you think about it. I mean, women enjoy it as well, of course, but it is kind of a guy's cooking show.
There's plenty of women that enjoy the show there.
Hey, I saw your specials when you went to the
Fiji.
Fiji, that's what it was. Yes.
That's what it was.
Cracking coconuts, not as easy as it looks.
No, nothing's as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
I am thrilled right now because I have become a complete... I got a man crush on Sam the Cooking Guy.
Really? Has he been to your house and partied with you? Oh, no, that was me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But I know his kitchen by heart now.
Yeah, that was me. We hung out. We made out.
I think you're great.
Once before, we talked about you guys coming over. I think you guys need a little help.
I think Sam... I think you're great, Sam. I'm a huge fan.
Can I have you guys over
Get off
one
the
night?
guest, Chainsaw.
What?
Get off the guest.
Can I have you guys over one night? And
Yeah,
we'll
we'd
cook
love
a
that.
little bit?
We'd like that very much.
Who's going to hook that up for us?
Hang on one second, Sam. What is our tea time? 11:15. Thank you very much. Okay, very good.
Oh, Dave was furiously
pointing at his watch.
and here I am filling with my man crush on Sam.
No, I'm trying to get Abramowitz to tell me what time are we playing golf, and he's like, I don't know. It's around whatever.
what do
What
you
time
need
should
to
I be
know
there?
for?
Right about the last couple of weeks. I'm rolling in. He goes, all right, we're teeing off right now. You said we don't tee off for 45 minutes.
I hate to get in the way of your golf, David.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's the struggle
tough
of
to
being
be
me.
Dave.
It's the struggle of being me. If you watch Sam the Cooking Guy, first of all, you're watching it in high definition on Cox Channel 4.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very fun cooking show. And he doesn't make foofy food. He makes fun food, delicious food. I mean, let me give you an example. One of the things that he made was kick-ass chili dogs.
Yum.
That's the kind of food we're talking about. Now, it's not always like ballpark food, but that was the theme that day.
We made
that day.
we made the sandwich with arugula on it, the tri-tip, and oh God, that's good. It's one of my favorite things.
That's what I like to hear. That makes me happy.
You made Shannon Leader start eating red meat again.
Oh, baby.
How about that? He cooks like a guy who knows how to cook.
I can die happy now.
It's a good show. So we would come to your house, watch you cook, and then go out in the backyard and eat your food?
We're going to do that.
Would love to do that. Now, are you going to invite...
You guys will come over one night. I'm just telling you, somebody's just got to hook this up. I don't know. You guys are probably way busier than I am. You're all, a million of you and one little of me. But if we can figure this out, it'd be totally fun.
I would love to do it, as long as you're not going to invite a bunch of other radio shows over, because we're really going to be all about us.
That would be funny as hell, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
4 stations over.
We show up, and there's Jeff and Jer with their faces in the food macking down.
Hair in it. And it's not just one or two.
I want to be there on grilled cheese night again.
Oh.
Just you guys. I'll tell you what, I'll make 5 or 6 of my favorite things. You guys can help. That's all. Nobody else. Well, I do have one neighbor up the street that's really in love with the show, so maybe he could come. But
No, we don't need any freaks, any weirdos, any...
we'll bring
there.
Here.
Boy, talk about a man crush. Apart from that, he's been dying to golf with you guys. Oh, my God. But apart from him, nobody else. Me, Mrs. Cooking Guy, and you guys, and that's it. How's that sound?
Now, Mrs. Cooking Guy is quite easy on the eyes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
you're a sweet man.
It's the finest...
That's a nice thing to say. Thank
Mrs.
you.
Cooking Guy is, without a doubt, the finest dish you've ever whipped up.
David.
So they're into Kiki
It's
stuff.
always, as a guy,
Right.
I always get a nice warm feeling in my heart when I see another guy who overshot,
Sweet.
who overscored.
Yeah. You
Absolutely.
have something in common.
Yes.
Isn't that what it's all about?
Oh, I mean, once you do that, it's like, I can do anything I want now. or nothing. Whatever.
You know, as a director of, a couple films.
Major motion pictures.
What I really like about Sam the Cooking Guy, and I will point you to Channel 4 High Def, watch it anytime you can, is the comedic editing. Very, very good. You are a funny subject, but the editing is really, really good.
Yeah, there's good production skills on the show.
And the captions and stuff. I love the captions.
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, and you're going to come here.
Yeah, I would love to.
Somebody whose people should call whose people and make this thing happen.
Our people are Emily.
Okay.
She is distinctive by the fact that she often has a dong on her chin, and Obi-Wan Kenobi lasered her taint. Let me put her on the phone here. You can talk to her, okay?
Do this. Yeah, do that. And this can happen. We'll do it. It'll probably be a weeknight. You guys cool with that?
Yeah, whatever. School night.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right, Sam.
Are there significant others that need to be involved?
Well, I know mine is. I'm
Okay.
dead if I go without Nicole.
Me too.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I can deal. I got you covered.
I'm going to talk to Emily, okay?
Okay,
Good
thanks,
talking
guys.
again, pal.
You bet. See ya.
That was thrilling for me.
You should have come to my party that night.
Well, didn't get the invite.
Yeah, you did, ass.
What night? What night did I not come?
It was way last year. And you were one of the few people who did get the invite and didn't come. Emily didn't come.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You remember you didn't go? Why do I have you turned off? There's no reason for that.
Thanks.
Don't you remember you were going to Vegas or something like that? It's something you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And I told you Sam the Cooking Guy was going to be there.
No, you never told me that part. You just said I was missing out on the best party ever.
We catered it out to the hog of heaven. Big time. But you were on some chick trip to Vegas or something like that.
What did he make?
So sad.
He didn't make anything. He was just a guest. He's a friend. I just wanted him over. And I told him, I said ahead of time, look, man, you don't have to come if you don't want to, because people are going to ask you about the show and blah, blah, blah.
I would have come if I'd known he was coming.
Yeah, me too.
Rackets, no. Sam!
Yes.
The man crush.
Oh, I remember that. You knew I was going out of town that weekend and gave me
So
the
you had a
courtesy.
party.
Yeah.
You're cute. You really are just adorable.
Thank you.
Precious, precious person.
I am.
Yes. Are you ready for sports?
Oh, my God, yes.
You ready to wrap it up?
Yes.
Dude, is that from Carl's Jr.? Yeah, it's a buffalo chicken sandwich. So how do they do that? What? We'll get the buffalo to marry the chicken. Oh, no, dude, they don't have... I mean, I wouldn't think that a little chicken would be attracted to a big, hairy buffalo. Okay, here, let me break... Does this chicken lay big, fuzzy eggs? No, dude. Oh, so the buffalo's the girl. Oh, man. That's a big girl.
The Buffalo Chicken Sandwich, new at Carl's Jr. for a limited time participating restaurants.
Hi, this is Perry. I think actually I did not invite you to that party.
I don't ever remember not attending one of your parties.
Is that right?
So you snubbed me, basically, and you worked it as if I snubbed you, and that
was pretty brilliant, wasn't it? You have to admire me for that.
Yeah. I don't recall having ever snubbed you. That was wicked. But thank you for the disclosure.
You're very welcome.
You get points.
All right. I gotten some points for pretty lame behavior today. Not very good stuff. Not very proud of myself today.
I think you wanted to keep Sam for yourself because you know how I feel about him.
I didn't until just now.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No, I've actually grown into be quite a fan of his show. I find him very, very good on television.
It's a great show.
It is good.
Let's wrap up sports for this Thursday morning. We prepare to head on out for Dave's free Thursday golf. Here's the chainsaw. Go Bono.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David, and hello again, everybody. In the sports world, the San Diego State Aztecs launch their pursuit of a conference tournament championship tonight with a first-round game against Colorado State. The Aztecs are favored by 4.5. They're a 3 seed. Colorado State a 6 seed. Now, the Aztecs are favored, and they need to win this tournament, the entire thing, to earn an automatic berth in the NCAA college basketball tournament. Anything short of that could doom the Aztecs, as they are a bubble team, Steve. Let me tell you something. 8:30, Channel 4. We are fewer than 4 weeks away from opening day of Major League Baseball. And as we continue our tour of all the Major League Baseball camps, today we spotlight the Baltimore Orioles.
Now, the Manager's Corner, with the thoughts and opinions of the American League's winningest manager, the Orioles' Earl Weaver. And now, to the Manager's Corner with Earl Weaver. Bill Whitehouse, Earl, from Frederick, Maryland, wants to know why you and the Orioles don't go out and get some more team speed.
Team speed, for Christ's sake. You get f***ing bases, getting picked off, trying to steal, getting thrown out, taking runs away from you. You get them big cock***ers that take the f***ing ball out the ballpark and you can't make any damn mistake.
Well, certainly this show is going to get out in history, Earl. Terry Elliott of Washington, D.C. wants to know why you don't use Terry Crowley as a designated hitter all the time.
Well, Terry Crowley's lucky he's in f***ing baseball, for Christ's sake. He was released by the Cincinnati Reds. He was released by the Atlanta Braves. We saw that Terry Crowley could sit on his f***ing ass for 8 innings and enjoy watching a baseball game just like any other fan, and has the ability to get up there and break one open in the f***ing ninth. So if this cocksucker mind his own business and let me manage the f***ing team, we'd be a lot better off.
What's your language in front of the lady?
Wow. Sorry, Chris, I cut you off there. But yeah, the Baltimore Orioles spotlight. The Padres opened the season Tuesday, April 3rd in San Francisco. The home opener a month from tomorrow night. Friday, April 6th at Petco against the Rockies. Meanwhile, in the National Ball.
So we're set to go here in the 8th. It'll be Mark Tuttle, followed by Steve Orozco, then the hard-hitting shortstop, Sabito Jimenez. In the game. So Mark Tuttle, 1 for 4 today. He picked up 2 ribbies back in the 6th. We were talking earlier about Tuttle. Lost over 22 pounds in the offseason. Dugan winds and delivers fastball, taken for a strike. Tuttle, who last year complained of back pain throughout the season, really worked off the weight. The 0-1 taken low, 1-1. Says he feels better than he has in years. I bet. Pant legs on his uniform wrapped tightly around his newly defined thighs. Seat of his pants snug, fully accenting and cradling this youngster's athletic behind. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Boy, that pitch really fooled him. So 1-2 the count on Tuttle. Good smelling youngster. Must have got a spice to him. A wonderful guy to hang around. Baseball fever.
Basketball Association. 10 games last night. Total score 1,030 to 884, or an average final score of 103 to 88.4. And those are exact totals and exact averages.
Cookie, Chainsaw Randolph. As a performer,
sure,
one of a kind. As a man, one of a kind.
Chainsaw. I've been faking admiration for his bits since he washed out in Frisco back in '84.
Whatever. Who are you? In other sports, David.
You covered it all, Chainsaw. You covered every single bit of it.
Thin layer. Thank you, David. It is 10:13 and 42 seconds, and this is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
Chainsaw brought to you by Park Place Funding. If you think it costs too much to refinance, call Park Place. 866-491-FUND. They're going to pay your closing costs. Get more than just a free home appraisal when you call 866-491-FUND. I didn't get to our Anybody Listening Who today, unfortunately, but I will save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Today's show was brought to you by North Lake Tahoe, Trophies Restaurants, Union Bank of California, Coffee Mate, AT&T, Viejas Casino. Thank you, friends. Well, as I said, what I learned from today's show was that Emily got her taint buzzed by Obi-Wan Kenobi with a lightsaber.
Nice.
Emily, what'd you learn today?
Wow.
I think you learned that putting the chin dong on paralyzes you.
Yeah, it throws my whole world off.
It really
I
did.
can't function.
I can't even talk.
It's a horrible thing.
Shelley, any epiphanies?
I learned what a warrior chainsaw is.
Yeah.
And it's good and bad at the same time.
Yeah. It was difficult to watch.
Yes, it was.
Bort?
I learned that tofu dildos are the next wave in green sex.
Sport?
I learned that I was snubbed, purposely disinvited to a Dave Rickards party featuring Sam the Cooking Guy.
You should worry about that.
Jealous of my man crush on the Channel 4 High Def Star.
You want to hear the worst part about that? He showed up at my house. He was dressed virtually exactly the same as me.
But he was drunk.
No, he wasn't yet.
Vicious rumor chain.
He wasn't yet.
Dressed just like you. Oh, so he has a man crush on you.
I don't know what's going on.
Three-way.
That's not the three-way I had in mind.
Well, three-way's a three-way. Take it or leave it.
Very broke back. All right, we are 80% through with our work week here.
Sweet.
Cindy Pace coming in next on 101 KGB San Diego, and Jeff Gonzer for you in Temecula next on Q103. We'll be on the radio with you tonight. Replay this show. And lots of good stuff for you, including another $1,000 out the door tomorrow. We do another Grand A Day Everyday giveaway, and that is sponsored by our friends, the Honda dealers of San Diego. Learn everything at our website, 101kgb.com, and we'll see you tomorrow. Love your show.
KGB.
With another blue chip word.
Eagle. E-A-G-L-E. Eagle.
Not a blue chip VIP?
Click on 101kgb.com, keyword blue chip.
And listen again at 1 to win.
From 1015 KGB.
San Diego. KGB.com.